What's up, tricksters and tricksetters, and welcome to another Tier 3 sub VOD review presented by your favorite radiant coach, Charlatana Papito. Today, at our coaching table, we have Zim. He is an Ascendant 2 player, Ascendant stack player, playing on Bind and playing Skye. A bit of a weird VOD review, I'm not gonna lie. Like, not that I would recommend Skye to anyone, ever, because she is very underpowered and very, meh, pick. But, if the guy wants to play Skye, if the guy wants to play Initiators, why not? Let's see it. Hello, Trickster Final Boss. Okay, this is a VOD of me playing Skye. I don't main any agent category or specific agent, but I do typically like to be methodically aggressive. Okay, already here, we have a problem. Like, it is impossible to be consistent in Valorant if you're not maining something specific. You know, a specific playstyle, a specific agent group, or a specific agent in general. Like, basically, if you're just playing whatever the fuck you want, don't type that you're inconsistent. Don't type that you're stuck. I don't fucking care. Literally, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you cannot be consistent if you're playing 20 different agents. But not even 6. 4 maximum. Up to Immortal 3. Now, I believe in this game I did in fact play well, but from what I can recall, it felt like my team became deceased. Deceased. I love this word. Very quickly on the opposite side. They didn't die. They got deceased, brother. I think I should definitely trust teammates less in terms of picking up angle or just plain and simple not dying. Absolutely. In ranked solo queue, you don't know if you play with 10s or if you play with 11s. Or if you play with zeros, something, I don't know. So, trust doesn't exist. Like, every match you need to enter with a solo queue carry mentality. And basically, like, you are the carry. You are the person that is... Like, basically, what type of role you want to have in ranked solo queue? Like, what every player, at least that I'm coaching, should know how to do and should practice doing. You should be what Counter-Strike players call a closer. A round closer, essentially. And no matter which agent you're playing, you are simply a fucking closer. Like, if you are not the one closing out the rounds, you might as well just, hang your mouse and mousepad on the wall and play something else. If it is wireless, you can just pin them on the wall with a nail. Now, I'm quite he's a talented gamer as well. Okay, sorry, I didn't recognize you. I'm joking to see me. It's okay, bro. Like, I understand. Had my PC around 2 months. Been playing mouse and keyboard for the same amount of time. And I'm in Ascendant 2. So you've been playing only for 2 months. Okay. I picked Immortal 3 console. One game of Radiant, but teammates left on last game. Listen, I did coach 2 players on console this year. And I must say that skill ceiling and the skill gap in console on console is just nowhere close, nowhere near close the PC. Like, I feel that console players are like, literally, I coached 2 guys on console. I have no fucking idea, how console even works. They were just very, they really wanted my coaching. And I said, okay, brother, if you want to spend money and if you want to gamble that I'm going to coach you on console, sure. And both of them got Radiant in less than 4 months. I don't know, mechanics on console are just fucking bonkers. Like, you just follow one playstyle, one specific set of rules. It is just so simple getting Radiant on and yeah, they're all brain dead on console. Like, literally, even Immortal players, Immortal 3 and Radiant, I don't wanna describe what the fuck I've seen during those sessions. Now, Then I proceeded to Rage Q. I played Pro AM Call of Duty. Was a console player. Also, I was boosting Agent, meaning hitting iridescent in Call of Duty. I have no idea what it is. The highest rank apart from top 250, which was about time, not skill. Okay. Diamond in Siege, that's good. But playing champion level tournaments, probably console as well. GC in Rocket League, good. Is this all console sim? Like, is this all on a controller? Like, these achievements? And I'm sure there's more I'm forgetting, but overall my competitive gaming ability, adaptivity, small window decision making is top tier. Now, how you can help me solve where I'm going wrong? There are games where I lose my mental and run it down or keep over peaking, but also games where I'm insane and getting a taste of my potential even after 2 months on mouse and keyboard experience. Yes, all console. Okay, I mean, listen, this is a really good like resume like LinkedIn. You can put this on your LinkedIn and apply for McDonald's probably. Like not bad. To be honest, like usually players that get the top rank in any video game, they understand what it actually takes to be at the top, and players like you usually progress much faster than players that never got a high rank in any video game. So you saying that you're a talented player, like or game or whatever, yeah, I mean, to be honest, like being able to reach multiple top ranks in different titles, like we can call you like that. To be honest, like, you know, hitting Radiant for you in Valorant should be no problem, essentially, in my opinion. Especially if you... let me just check the tracker. Yeah, like, I mean, this is really, really good. This is really good. Like, this is above average. Like, only 231 hours, and you're already Ascendant 2. It is really good. Like, your ego is justified. Congratulations. Like, your ego is justified, but don't get it, you know, get to you. Like, you're still playing for the first time on mouse and keyboard. Like, there's probably a lot of gaps in your gameplay. Be open-minded. Be open-minded. But I love what I see. I love what I see. Like, usually when I coach players like you, at least privately, you know, through my sessions, like, they get to Immortal 3 and Radiant really, really fucking fast. Like, it's just, you know, it's easy to coach players like you, in my opinion. Now, I feel as my movement knowledge is pretty good, maybe minor tweaks. Raw aim is either insane or I cannot hit a bullet, maybe aiming for the head too much in situations I should burst and neck chest level. Because I'm my lack of experience on keyboard. Brother, like, the dude is from Great Britain, and this is the English level I'm getting. At least he's putting commas. Sim, come on, we need to do coaching on English. And I cannot coach you on that. Because I'm also bad. Because my lack of experience on keyboard, I do sometimes die because I'm not in full control of my keyboard. I simply cannot crouch with control, too foreign for me to get used to. Thus hurts. So I have mouse button. You're crouching on the mouse button 4. God's sake. That is immediately something that you should change. I don't fucking care how much time is gonna take you to adapt to crouching somewhere on a keyboard, but this is really bad. Like, generally speaking, on your mouse, you should never, ever, bind any like press to hold action. Anything. Voice comms, keyboard. Crouching, keyboard. Shifting, keyboard. The only thing you can have on your mouse is, you know, you aim down sight. you should be holding. You know, when you're scoping in and ADSing, fine, that's okay. Abilities are also fine, as long as there's some kind of a click type of... Okay, thank you for the sub on Discord. The only time, like, and the second thing you should bind to your mouse is basically like abilities. You know, click type of abilities, like stuff like that. Jet dash ability, updraft, I don't know, shit like that. Now, I do not crouch often, to be fucking honest. Most of my kills are standing. Okay, I mean, you should be using every single movement mechanic in the game to hold the angles, to peek the enemies, and stuff like that. Now, I have a DM where I'm mid on Ascent with a classic flick tap tap, flick tap tap. I love this description. Flick tap tap, flick tap tap, flick tap tap. But inconsistent with Ghost, Sheriff, Guardian, and Vandal. I burst, no spray, my strafe is good, I think. I believe I aim too much with my mouse, maybe rather than aiming with my movement, which is obviously super abnormal. I played low sensitivity, I believe I aim too much with my mouse. Okay. I played low sense such as 0.12 at the start because I couldn't control my mouse, then changed to a high 0.4, was popping off to go to Ascendant 1 fast. Then we're saying between 0. But listen, like, for most players, like for 95% of players in Valorant, a perfect sensitivity, I mean, perfect for you, is laying somewhere in between 0.2 to 0.4 on 800 DPI. Like 99% of players' sensitivity is somewhere there. I know it's a very wide spectrum, but you don't need to go below, and you should not go above that 0.4 number. Finding sensitivity is going to take you some time, you know, to figure out what's most comfortable for you. It is not something I can simply recommend to you only based on a VOD review. I mean, I don't know you that much. I just am doing one VOD review for you and that's it. But, you know, 0.32 at 800 DPI is like very decent. Very, very decent in my opinion. Just also got a new mouse because it felt strange to hold my old mouse sometimes, which is not good at all. Which mouse did you get? On which mouse do you play right now? My main goal is to hit Immortal, of course. Radiant potentially. My fucking Immortal, bro. Like, everyone's... Like, listen. Your goal is always to hit Radiant. And that is the first thing I tell to people that I coach. It is okay to have some of the short-term goals and stuff like that. But, basically, you should always aim high in life. You know? Because you might be satisfied by just hitting Immortal as well. Like, for example, I don't want to go deep into that rabbit hole. Whatever. Very low-end PC, 144Hz monitor. I recently left my job as a roof fitter, as I will be going to university in September. So all of my progress so far has been based around very limited time to play. Okay, listen. When it comes to like, when it comes to your PC setup, it's fine. You know, 144 Hz, 144 FPS is the bottom for reaching Radiant. You know, it's optimal. Whatever. Like, obviously, having my equipment is amazing, but as long as you're playing on 144 Hz and above, and you have 144 FPS and above, you're fine. You can get Radiant easily. Now, I believe if I just have more hours, I'll be sure to climb, but I just want to see if you can enable me even more as a player, not necessarily my agent, but my core knowledge, decision-making, and possibly mechanical errors. If I reach Radiant, I will most definitely strive to become pro, as I'm wired differently when it comes to competitive settings. I hope we can cook. I love the confidence. I love the confidence. Like, I love the ego that you have. As long as you keep it healthy, you know, you don't let it get in your hand. You, like, basically, how should a healthy ego look like? You should get in every game like you are the best, like you are the big shit, like you are the carry in that match. But keep in mind that there's always something new for you to learn and develop. Like, you need to keep in mind that even pro players, like, they have a lot of things to learn in this game. And they have a lot of gaps in their gameplay. They need to constantly evolve if they want to stay at the top and basically be where they are. Like, you cannot just, you know, sign to a tier 1 team and be like, okay, now I'm the next big shit, you know, like, I'm gonna win champions immediately with this random vitality team, whatever, and stop working on yourself, stop working on your skill sets, etc. So, keep it healthy. It's very good. Like, players that are confident will most likely get Radiant faster than players that are obviously not confident in themselves. Like, even if that confidence is not based on your current skill, it's fine, as long as it is healthy. Sorry, coffee time. 231 hours, Ascendant 2 is really good. Yeah, like, when it comes to his tracker, like, this is very, very nice, man. Like, this is really good. Like, there is really nothing to review here, because, what is the problem of this tracker? And why I don't want to go very deep into it. I don't want to go deep into this tracker, because you didn't hit your skill ceiling limit. Like, only God knows, right now, what is your actual skill ceiling in Valorant. You just played for, basically, I don't know, 3 to 4 months, which is absolutely nothing, to be honest. You are pushing hard. You have really good scores overall. Like, reviewing your tracker would be kind of pointless, because, I mean, going in-depth about it, and taking this as some kind of a value of you as a player, because you, I don't know, based on this tracker, like, only God can tell what is your skill ceiling limit right now, and how far you can go. You definitely look like a player that can easily get Radiant during this or during next year. You have a potential, huge potential, and, you know, that's basically it. Now, secondary problem we have here is agents that you play. Like, you didn't play the game that much for me to actually recommend to you one agent, or 2 agents, or 3 agents. Like, as of right now, number one thing I would recommend to you is to absolutely stop filling. Like, stop this bullshit. Stop experimenting all over around. Like, when you're experimenting in Valorant, you don't wanna experiment with 20 different things, 20 different playstyles, 20 different agents, 20 different guns. You wanna limit yourself a bit, you know, because you have a limited time as well. Like, for 3-4 weeks, you only want to focus yourself on 3 to 4 different topics. See how that works for you, what works, what doesn't work, and if you need to change something. Like, for example, you know, let's see, I mean, all of the acts, like, everything is quite recent, in my opinion. For an example, I would definitely stick with Omen as one of your main agents. Like, with Omen, you perform surprisingly really fucking good. And I would put Omen in your main category easily. Because you perform so well on Omen. I would spit on the Clove and set that transgender shit, you know, somewhere else. Like, you don't need Clove. Clove is for the players that don't know how to play Omen. You are really fucking good with Omen. You don't need to play this shit of an agent. Period. Next topic. When it comes to other characters, you didn't really spend any valuable time on other agents. I mean, you know, like, you only have, like, what, 35 matches on Sova, 35 on Raze, 25 on Phoenix. Like, for an example, one thing that I would try, if I was you, I would try maining Omen and Jet together. You know? Because Omen and Jet share very similar mindsets, very similar strategies, very similar setups, very similar pathings, very similar executes, primarily. Basically, majority of executes that you want to do with Jett, you want to do with Omen as well, and vice versa. Not, obviously, not in terms of utility that you're using, just in terms of how you should be taking the space for your team, entering the bomb sites, and engaging the enemies. Obviously, with Jett, you can just, with dash ability, you can take some interesting fights. So what I will try for like 2 months is Jett plus Omen as main characters, and I will try as a secondary pick. Let me see like what all we have. So I will definitely go with Jett and Omen as main for you, and the secondary can be okay, I'm gonna be completely honest here. Fuck the secondary. Just fuck the secondary. Like, just insta-lock Jett, insta-lock Omen, and that's it. I will review your gameplay on Skye today, if you really want the Skye VOD review. But also, we can do this VOD review like later if you want, and you can get me some Omen or Jett VOD. It's really up to you. It doesn't matter that much, anyways, because like probably your problems are not really agent specific. Your problems are more like how you play the map, how you play around your teammates, maybe some mechanical problems as well, etc, etc. So it's really up to you right now. Like, we can do this VOD review on Thursday, for an example, and you can just submit Jett or Omen VOD. Or we can... Okay, we can do the Skye. Okay, good. Now, when it comes to general stats, the only thing that is poking my eyes out is your situational awareness and your team play. Like, basically, with these type of stats, it is purely impossible to have 71% KST. Literally impossible. This number should be at least 75% for you. So what does the KST tells you? KST tells you like how many times you die alone, how many times you die without a trade, how many times you don't support your teammates, how many times you pick some kind of a stupid, retarded fight that maybe you didn't need to pick, how valuable you are in different rounds, eco, halbay, semi, stuff like that. So just based on these numbers, I think you can have a much higher impact in your matches. Much higher impact. Like, with these type of stats in Ascendant 2, you should already be like Immortal 1. Easily. Already now. After these 14 matches. But this number here is kind of preventing you to move forward. Like, there's some kind of a gap in your gameplay where... I'm gonna put it very simple for you. Very simple. At least 3 or 4 times, 3 to 4 times during your match, you die when you should not be dead, or you didn't need to die alone. So 3 or 4 deaths are absolutely unnecessary in your gameplay. And those are the 3 and 4 deaths that we need to closely analyze, that you should closely analyze as you're moving forward. Like asking yourself, did I have to peek here? Did I have to fight this fight? Could I have fought this fight? I'm British, mate. Fought this fight a bit better. Maybe with some utility. Better peek. Better crosshair placement. Better... maybe I can wait for my teammates and play with them. Etc, etc. Like, that is the main thing I would focus on if I was you. For the next 3 to 4 weeks. If I'm reviewing myself. Not dying, W advice, coach. Thank you. That's what I'm paid for. Have you ever seen a KST under 60% from a tracker? No, but that would be criminal. I don't know, how can you even have a 60% KST? Like, that is just fucking criminal. Like, the lowest I've seen was like 63%. That's the lowest. While listening to Italian music, io sono ciarlatano. Io... Carbonara molto bene. Okay. Now, another thing that is a bit of a problem is why the fuck I cannot scroll here. That's definitely a problem. Like, can somebody tell me, like, why I cannot scroll here and check these stats? What the fuck? Well, I guess... Okay, chat. I'm just gonna check it quickly on the second monitor. I cannot even scroll on the second monitor. That's interesting. What the hell? What happened here? What? Why I cannot scroll? Okay, I'll check that later. It's okay. I mean, just look at this. Like, these last 2 days is everything that is wrong with you right now. Like, you simply cannot be consistent if your tracker looks like this. It's just impossible. Simply impossible for a player of your caliber and player that never got Radiant before. Let's play a bit of Cypher on Ascent, then Omen on Bind, Omen on Lotus. Well, let's mix up the Reyna on Sunset a bit. Maybe Icebox Sova, that should work well. Then Lotus Raze, Ascent, Cypher again. Haven Sova, of course. Like, oh, now we play Raze on Bind instead of the Omen. Interesting. Then on Ascent, let's play Cypher again. Then Icebox Sova, let's not play Sova, let's play Killjoy now. Oh, let's play Gecko on Bind instead of the Omen and Raze that we previously played. Then Haven Omen, of course, like Ascent Phoenix now. Why, we're not playing Cypher on Ascent anymore? Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, I swear to God, if you just stick to 2-3 agents, this is gonna be much, much faster. Like, what is this shit, bro? Like, you cannot truly master any of these characters if your tracker looks like this. Or a specific playstyle, or find which playstyle works the best for you. Like, limit yourself a bit right now. You know? You should be experimenting. You should be trying to find, like, what works the best for you. But experimentation needs to have some kind of a limit. You know, like, you cannot just go all out. So yeah, we already talked about that. Weapon loadouts. Okay, this looks really nice. Really decent. This is how the loadouts should usually look like. The only concern of mine is your pistol rounds can probably be a bit better, considering how you play your full buy rounds. Like, pistol round stats can be a bit better, and win rate, we'll see what you're doing wrong there. When it comes to loadouts, I would highly advise to you to become a bit more versatile, and this is where you should experiment. Like, this is where you should go all out when it comes to experimentation. Like, trying to master variety of weapons as soon as possible before you reach high mortal lobbies and radiant lobbies. Like, only God knows what is your current skill ceiling. If your skill ceiling is not big enough, you will have problems with this type of a loadout fighting against high Mortal 3 and Radiant players. Like, give it a try. You know, try to master at least the most important weapons in the game that can allow you to counter enemies easily and take free kills. And develop some understanding when to use them. For an example, in the top 10 weapons, there should always be Vandal, Phantom, Classic Pistol, Operator, Outlaw, Judge, Shorty, Stinger, and then, you know, 2 weapons of your choice, like whatever you prefer, like Guardian, Vandal, Sheriff, Ghost, Bulldog, stuff like that. So you really need to experiment a bit more there. Like, for example, Outlaw is something that you're criminally underusing. Outlaw is the most powerful weapon in the game, period. Like, enemies have mismanaged the economy, or low economy, you force the Outlaw, win the round, 2 body shots, enemies are dead. Like, there's so many free ways how you can get the kills on defense, even on the attack of Icebox, Abyss, Breeze, long range maps. Operator as well. Pick it up a bit more. I mean, it really doesn't matter which agent you play. If you're playing on both attackers and defender side, you are 99% certain you can get a free kill with the op and make a numbers advantage for your team. Pick up the operator. It's fine. Judge, Bucky, I don't want to mention that at all. And Shorty. Shorty, you will notice that every high elo player and every really fucking good player always holds the Shorty as a primary, secondary weapon. And this is something I've been doing since episode 1, essentially, because the gun is mega broken for the close range duels, and it can get you out of some situations that other weapons cannot. Stinger should be one of your primary anti-eco weapons, force by weapons on some of the maps, and the story goes on. Focus a bit more on just experimenting with weapons rather than experimenting with different agents, you know? Okay, so that would be your tracker. Like, chat, is this bugged out for you as well? Or I'm the only one that cannot scroll up and down? Let's see the other tracker. It doesn't work. Oh, it's bugged out for you as well. Okay. Well, unlucky. But okay, I mean, we have some insights, you know. We need to look, like, what we need to look for in your VOD review right now. Where are those 3 to 4 rounds that cost you the games? Like, basically, where are those, like, you know, 3 to 4 deaths that can be prevented? It should be overflow scroll, hyper nibble. If I know anything, that is HTML and CSS. That's how far my coding goes. That's the only thing I actually remember from my fucking... Like, I went to the college for 3 years. I was studying, like, IT and management. IT primarily, like, coding, whatever. I don't want to go too deep. I was programming in Java plus, like, use a bit of this, a bit of that. I don't remember shit. The only thing I know how to do is make a fucking website at this point. Like, if you're... Like, college is so fucking useless when it comes to IT. Literally, if you're not doing that shit every day on a daily basis, like, I don't know. To be honest, high school as well, like, what the fuck, bro? I mean, I know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Think about it. And H2SO4 is a fucking... I don't know how to call it in English, fuck. Okay, shit on the brick and fuck me with it, but we are going into the Skye VOD review on Bind. This is gonna be a nice ride. Sulfur, sulfuric, bro. Sulfuric acid, mean. Bro, you should have become a programming coach. Imagine that, I would kill myself instantly. My next stop is fast food. And opening my gym in real life. I developed a plan. I want to open one fast food in my town. I have a really good idea. uni in IT is just for certification, but even that certification is useless. Like, basically, every single company in which I applied for some IT job was nobody asked me for a fighting certificate. Nobody. They give me like 10 tasks. They tell me like, hey man, do these 10 tasks. You know, you can either do it or not, and that's it. You're either in or out. Okay. Now, this is gonna be a weird one. So, first of all, we have bind on the attacker side. How do we play bind on the attack? Basically, in ranked solo queue, your default site number 1 priority, B site. Number 2 priority, A site. On bind, in ranked solo queue, on the attacker side, for the first 5 to 7 rounds, you want to stay away from defaulting as much as you can. Like, defaulting should not exist at all. You're always trying to organize something together with your teammates, some kind of a plan. You're not allowing your teammates to scatter around the map and to search for the individual duels. Now, how do you aggress on this map early on completely depends on your and enemy team composition. So, for an example, the weakness of the enemy team composition is simply that they don't have a real sentinel on a defender's side. They only have a chamber. The secondary weakness of the enemy team comp is they have a Clove as a controller, which is not really sufficient enough on this map. Everything else is fine, Ray, Skye, Reyna, a regular shtick in ranked. So against this type of a team comp, I would basically do only one thing. And that is pushing B site 3 times in a row, and then in a 4th round, doing some kind of a heavy change. Basically, you don't need to think too much against these type of team compositions. You don't need to complicate things a lot. Just prioritize. B long, area of the map, take it, run it out, that's it. We can do some kind of a 4-1, 3-2 split, it really doesn't matter. And you as a Skye, go fucking long. I don't care. Like, long control is mega important. If you don't have long, and you're pushing onto the B site, God help you, going only through the window. Now, so in this first round, like, how can you play with a Skye? You can get a ghost, get the doggy dog, and basically that's one buy option. To be honest, like, I would just go for that buy option with Skye. I think that would be, this would be the most optimal choice, in my opinion. I don't know, why would you go for a classic pistol? Yeah, like, fuck the classic pistol. Like, just go for the. If you're pushing B site in the first round, dog and a ghost, and that's it. Just send it long. Now, you should be starting right here, carrying the spike, because anyways you're playing an initiator, so you can carry it, no problemo. And we're supporting our teammates in the long area of the map. If my teammates in the long are scaling up like this, I'm running with them, jumping on the bench, from the bench, taking this fight, and moving in. Now, because enemies also have Skye, and they also have Reyna, 2 pop flash characters. Against pop flash characters, we always need to be very careful how we are pushing these corridors. And that is something that you should always do on every single map in Valorant. If a certain choke point is a big-ass corridor, anti-flash system, or drop some kind of a utility so that enemies cannot pop flash you and just destroy you. Personally, in this first round, I would try to stay away from using my dog just to take this long area of the map. Your dog has huge value, as we are pushing on the bomb set for the first time. You know? Like with the flash, especially on bind, like, you don't really know who you're gonna flash, you know? If that flash is gonna be valuable. So if I already need to scale up here and waste one ability, I would just waste my flash for the first round, and I would try to use the dog for the actual side hit. Because we don't know how enemies are playing on the bomb site, and that's it. Now, also you can ask your raise to use a boombot, or a nade, I don't know, like, just don't waste the dog for the first round going long, and that's it, like, period. Now, this is also terrible. This is really terrible what we're doing. Like, sending in the first round 4 people through the window. You are crazy motherfucker. I mean, not you, like, your whole team, basically, is a crazy motherfuckers. This area of the map of bind is a lurking, flanking area of the map. This area is also lurking, flanking, splitting area of the map. Like, in normal setups, you should never have more than 1 or 2 players going here. Never. The only times during your gameplay when you should prioritize these 2 areas of the map is when you notice that your teammates need your help for some reason, or, you know, we need more people there, or if it is a part of some grand scheme of your allies, like some, I don't know, 5-man push through window in eco round, like, okay, we can try to do that. 5-man push through showers, let's just do smoke here, plant the spike there, okay. As a grand scheme, we can do that. But in the first round, doing this suicide, where enemy raise can just drop the paint shell, Skye can pop flash me, destroy me, fucking this idiot, like, I'm trying to stay away from the word retard as much as I can, like, it got into my vocabulary quite a lot. So, the club, but she's a bit of a, you know, the club can drop that ball, I don't know how it's called, like, I forgot. You don't want to be here. Anyways, when you're doing a 5-man push on B, you need the long control. Like, pushing the B site without long is 2 times harder than pushing the B site without the window. Yeah, medal. So, this, no bueno. Also, if you can correct your teammates, it would be amazing. You know, like, how would I execute the B site in a first round? I will simply send my chamber to lurk up here alone, and the rest of you guys go long. That's it. Like, in the first round, we should simply lurk through this area of the map. We should not attack it. It's way too much of a risk. Also, if you have chamber in the team, please, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, the chamber should always, 24/7, give you a trademark here. Yes, the trademark can be smoked off. Yes, the trademark can be passed. Yes, you know, there's a lot of yeses. But it is the most optimal and the most efficient trademark on this map. Period. You don't want to die. Yeah, Gerald, like, one guy in the chat said, like, maybe Charlatan Ray is waiting you with a shorty and ape. But literally, like, that's why I get 3 kills here. Not Charlatan Ray, Charlatan Clove. Like, it's such a suicide doing a push here in the first round, like, with 4 people. Also, this flash, an absolute fucking waste. Like, don't use your utility, like, you know, this blindly, like, without any info, like this fast utility. It's a first round, who knows how the enemies are gonna play? Like, what is the purpose of this flash? You're not even getting proper information. Like, if you're gonna throw something if you want to throw this flash to clear the window in the first round, just you know, scale up on the left, hold this angle, fuck it, you need to do that, and now throw the flash somewhere here. Like, the flash should end up there, flashing enemies here, and giving you info. Of course, you're not gonna flash enemies there that are hiding from it, but it doesn't matter. Like, that's the most efficient one. Now, we take the window. Okay, we can use the dog for the bomb site and scale up with the dog. together with our teammates, and that's it. In the first round, as I said, like, I would really try to use my dog, mainly for the site execute, to reveal the enemies. Because we don't really know how enemies are gonna play. Maybe enemies are gonna play super passively. They're not even gonna like take the window control or fight for the window control. So wasting a dog for the window is, I mean, it's not really a waste. It's okay. Like, I mean, you're taking the space, you're pushing enemies back potentially, but it's a first round, you know. It's a first round. Do you see a big difference between 360 and 540 hertz? I don't see it. It's not the same difference as 240 to 360, but I can feel it. You know, I mean, like, I swear to God, like, you can literally put 3 monitors with 3 different refresh rates. Every single person can tell a difference. Like, you cannot be that fucking blind. You know, it's just impossible. Like, anyone who says that doesn't feel a difference between 360 and 540 hertz, you never played on good 360 and 540 hertz monitors. Like, it's obviously the difference is not that big. It's not gonna make out of you a, I don't know, tens Scream Demon 1, but you know, if you wanna upgrade your setup, it's a good thing. This round could have been terrible. Like, enemies have a raise, basically on bind. Whenever enemies have these agents that are throwing abilities, you know, damaging abilities, I don't know, like Medal, nade, whatever, like deadlock with a grenade. Always be ready for some garbage going through this teleport, and that is the main reason why I don't recommend players to prioritize this area of the map. Only if nothing else is working, or if it is if it is some grand plan, big rain from your, you know, your teammates have like 1 million IQ. That's it. Actually, very good utility usage. I'm surprised from him. Very fucking good. Using the flash to scout the enemies. Tokobarata, thank you a lot, man. 3 years. Jesus Christimus, man. Why are we here? Just to suffer. Okay, so basically, very good utility usage. Like using the flash for the window instead of the dog. And now when you were scouting the enemies south of the window, very good scouting. You checked every fucking corner that you should check, which is surprising for an Ascendant player. Like you like, Chad thinks I'm trolling here. Like when I say you wouldn't believe what I see in my coaching sessions. Like, if you see 2 or 3 immortal players that I'm coaching right now, you would rip your eyes apart and be like, how the fuck am I not immortal? Hey Shelton, does YouTube chat not show on your overlay anymore? I think it's a bug. Let me just check it. I just think it's some kind of a bug. One moment. Charlatan live. Okay, now it should show. You can tell me, chat, if you see it. Hypernibble, send me on Discord. Actually, pretty decent execute. Like pretty decent execute, in my opinion. Okay, this is one thing that I would really recommend you to not to do. Like, once you start moving in or you take the site, fuck the spike plant, and always always give this job in the hands of your teammates. as you're scaling, as you're like taking the space, etc., etc. Like now, when you kill the Raze together with this Brimstone, let the Brimstone plant the spike. You never want to be the guy planting the spike unless you need it for ultimate points. Holy shit, Brimstone deleted the guy. Okay, 2 guys are window.
Okay, I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna.
You see, this is a bit of a problem. Why are you holding this angle right now? Why are you playing aesthetically? I mean, why are you even here? All you need to do right now is just be ready to refrag your teammates and pick at the right moment of time to refrag them. Like, your only job right now is to hide behind this box, have a perfect crosshair placement for the window, and that's it. You relax. Aha! Chamber is fighting enemies in a window. Bam. 1 guy down. Aha, my enemy, I don't know who the fuck, like, Raze is dropping down. That's it. We don't need any more kills. Your job is done. We took the space, planted the spike, period. You have 2 teammates. I can spit on both of them and kill them with my acid spit. Well, let's see how this goes. It would be kind of sad if we lose this round. But probably we're not, I don't know.
What's wrong with someone, please?
And also this positioning is a bit bad, like, I mean, we have a deadlock wall here. I don't know if enemies pass this wall. Maybe enemies are actually long. Like, the spot that I would actually take here is this. So I can peek window and the long as well, depending where the enemies are. Ooh, a bit of a lag. High CPU users detected. Consider lowering your capture preset. Yep. Now, on bind, whenever you win the first round, and whenever enemies are eco-hull by bonus on a defender's side, you don't need this area of the map at all. Just call for the 5-man push through long. Tell your controller to smoke this and this. Fight for the elbow. Fight for the site. And that's it. Literally, there is absolutely no reason in ranked solo queue to complicate this second round. At all. How can I find the best sensitivity for myself? Check my settings video 2025. On the main YouTube channel, bro. Which gun did you get? Ooh, what the fuck is this, brother? Melissa, man, like, bro, like, your weapon choices purely depend on which map you're playing, what is gonna give you the highest chances of getting the kills and winning the rounds. Brother, Bind is a mega claustrophobic map. Mega. Most of the enemies that you're gonna fight in this type of an anti-eco round are gonna be medium and close range gunfights. Forcing a Guardian with a light shield in a second round is huge risk. Mega risk. Essentially. First of all, when you win the first round, in the second round you should always prioritize heavy shield before anything else. That is the first thing you buy in these anti-eco, anti-bonus rounds. You buy a heavy shield, and then we're getting some kind of a weapon. So here, we get heavy shield. We're playing bind. On bind, you really want to get either Stinger, Spectre, or Bulldog in this second round on the attacker's side. Guardian is way too much of a gamble. God knows what type of fights you're gonna fight, where you're gonna fight the enemies, where your teammates are gonna lead you. It's too much of a gamble. Like here, what I would buy is Heavy Shield, Stinger, all of my utility, and I have the Ghost for every single long-range fight. So I can use the Ghost for long range, Stinger for medium and close. That's it. Plus, I save enormous amount of money as well. Like, instead of investing all of my credits, I invested like only 70%. This is completely suboptimal for the map that you're playing. And also for the round that you're playing. But also here you made a mistake. Basically like... you want to get a Guardian in this round. You have 3,500 credits. Get a Guardian and get a Heavy Shield. And the rest of the money goes into utility. In anti-eco rounds, you never prioritize abilities over the shields. Never. Why would you die from a Sheriff on any range? Why would you have higher chances of dying from 2 classic pistol headshots? It just doesn't make sense. So, what should you buy here? Finally, you want to go with the Guardian, Heavy Shield, and Guardian, Heavy Shield, and one more Flash, and that's it. Or a heal. It's really up to you. Period. What else do we need? Nothing to win this round. But to be honest, I would not buy a fucking Guardian. That's the problem. Like, I would actually have all of the abilities. Goes for long range fights and a Stinger. And going through the window. God help us. Please, whenever you're scaling through this area of the map, always have the, weapon in your hands. I mean, you really, like, have no idea what, you just don't know. Like, how do you know that now Skye is not gonna pop flash you and destroy you? How do you know Reyna is not gonna peek? I don't know. You don't know. Now, using a dog for this is okay. You know, like, in these anti-eco rounds, like, we should be expecting enemies to play close with shotguns and whatnot. But, I don't know. I just don't like how we organize this whole round. Like, in this round, we should have a quite simpler comms. Guys, let's do a 5-man push through long. Chamber. Brother, no. We are not going short. Come with us long. Brimstone smoke... he can smoke everything, basically. Like, he can smoke elbow, window, and CT, and just fight for the side, to be honest. Okay, listen. In these anti-eco rounds, instead of, when you're playing initiators, if you already have teammates in front of yourself that you cannot support with your utility, that are already a recon tool for you, go and play with them. Like, for example here, you spend just way too much time using this flash while your raise is literally flying in the enemy face. Like here, the only thing I would do is I would pop flash like this through the smoke. Don't do that, please. I would just pop flash like this through the smoke and then drop down. Why? Is that gonna flash my raise? It is, for a bit. You know, the raise is turned around. She's gonna get flashed for like 3 seconds maybe. 0.43, something like that. She's not gonna get fucked. But this flash is gonna allow you to simply pop out and to instantly pick a fight with this idiot. If that idiot is already scaling so fast in front of you, you need to speed up. You simply don't have time to, you know, do this. Anyways, like, you know, right now we should be pushing through long, killing this guy, then taking the space together, like, I don't know.
Watch out, both, please, someone.
Okay, the main tip you should follow when you're playing the post plans on the Beast of Bind, once you take the side control, if you have one teammate going through the elbow, you always play with that guy. Like 90% of times you should be playing with this person. If you already have the side control, you planted the spike and you have a deadlock that is doing this. Like, that is your second step when you complete these initial steps on the site. So right now, instead of holding this flank or whatever the hell you're doing, you should be pushing elbow with your deadlock, clearing the CT with your deadlock and raise, and then we play the post plant from the C. I mean, probably some enemies are gonna be in the spawn.
Thank you.
For an example, this raise. Now, another huge tip, like, it seems like you're really undisciplined, man. Like, you know, you need to focus more on basic level stuff and fundamentals rather than just taking the kills. Like, in this round, especially because you forced so much. I mean, you literally have a Guardian. Your job is not to win this round. Your job is to win it with the least amount of casualties possible, and you need to survive. Like, the only reason I would force this gun is to have it in a bonus round and to have the absolutely highest chances of winning the bonus round. Like right now, playing on this spot, so overexposed, is just stupid. And also, it is stupid in terms of positioning as well. Like, it's bind. Like, literally, you have this off angle. You can play on the edge of it, take this shot, bob up, drop down. You can play on this spot, right here, take this shot, bob up, drop down. Like, why do you need to play on a position where you're fully committed when you already have these two spots where you can just stay for one shot or two shots, drop down and reset yourself? It doesn't make any sense. What rank is this person? Ascendant 2. You see? Like, what is this play? Now, let me explain. Let me explain. Like, how you should play these type of scenarios where your teammates want to over-aggress for absolutely no reason. In a round that is already won, in a round where you have a huge numbers advantage or economy advantage. Fuck the abilities. Like, you don't need to drop the flash here. You don't need to drop a paranoia, dog, whatever. All you need to do is be ready to fight with your allies, play in a safe way where you are not the first contact or you're gonna die, and don't overexpose yourself to some kind of an unnecessary danger. Like here, personally, I really don't care what my deadlock with a sheriff or what my raise with a judge is gonna do here. I will play with them, I will bait the shit out of them, obviously, and just stand in this corner here. From this corner, okay, we can pop flash for them. They're going out. Now, I'm still in the smoke. If they're not fighting the enemies. Once they start fighting the enemies, I'm popping out, refragging them, or making them live a happy life. But there's no effing way that I'm gonna be sitting in the smoke where the enemies can randomly spray me down and kill me by pure sheer, pure amount of luck with a bird in my hands when my teammates are already ready to go out. First of all, in ranked solo queue, you don't really know when these guys are gonna peak. Do you know when this deadlock is gonna go out? And when to use your flash? Okay, deadlock can maybe go out based on your flash. But I don't know how aware this deadlock is of your existence. Even though you're playing close to that deadlock, this deadlock can be fully autopiloting, like she doesn't she doesn't care. She can be peeking exactly as you're doing the flash. You blind her, blind the enemies. Fuck that. That is unnecessary complication. Overall. All you need to do is hold a gun, play on this corner here, deadlock goes out, you go out, refrag her, take a kill, move on with your life. Now in this round, we need to bonus. Like if your teammates are bonusing, you need to bonus with them in the third round as well. So in this round, unfortunately, what you should get is... basically, I would just ask my teammates to drop me a sheriff if I was playing Skye. Get a sheriff, get a light shield, a dog, and that's it, to be honest. I wouldn't go with anything else. Because all of your teammates have some good guns. And if they die, you can pick up some good gun from them as well. Going A short in this bonus round, okay. Sure, fine. You know, in this round, like, it doesn't matter where you go. You can go A, you can go B, as long as you play together as 5, it's fine. Because enemies on B side, they're playing really passively. Like, they're literally giving you B long and window for free. Like, we can close the gap with them. And on A side, like, I mean, we can just test the enemies. You know, these bonus and eco rounds, you can use as a test rounds as well. So right now, testing enemies on A is absolutely fine. I would just emphasize to my Brimstone to give me a smoke here and here. And we are just fighting for the lamps and the side control. Now with the Skye, if I'm going through an area of the map for the first time, like A short for an example, I'm not gonna use the dog immediately. I'm not gonna use the flash immediately. It might just be a complete waste. Like, just jump spot this angle, reveal the enemies, and now if you see enemies on any of these positions, then go for a flash, then take the space, that's it. This might be a complete waste. This might be a complete waste as well. Like, you just don't know what's on the other side. Take the info by jump spotting the enemies, get the information first, and then let's use our utility. Maybe we can scale all the way up here with just one flash, and then with the dog, we can clear the whole lamps and take all of this map control for free. You talk about that agents aren't categorized in what the game shows us. It's movement, flash, etc. I mainly play Clove, but I want one more main agent. Well, I don't know, like, if you're maining Clove, to be honest, like, get ISO, play Reyna, Phoenix, to be honest, like, I don't know, you can play any static agent that is not too complicated. Like, Clove is just that type of a character, to be honest. This, what you're doing right now, is a waste, number one. And number two, it is mega dangerous. They have a Clove and Raze with a nade and a medal. Right now, not only that we might just waste this dog, but also you might just die. Whenever enemies have a Raze in their team composition, like, you know, you should always behave that the default play is gonna be hitting the nade here with some kind of a seize, deadlock, net, you know, bait out that utility with the jump spot first, and then let's reset the round. Yep. Okay. Holy shit, man, that was clean, bro. Now let's talk about this one. So, first of all, I would have liked much more if you just jump spotted the enemies and then go for some play. By the way, like, as you can see, the dog didn't do anything here because, you know, your teammates peeking from the right side are always faster than your dog, and you cannot prevent this with a dog. This play that you did here, like this aggression with a flash out, for this round it was okay. You have the smokes already. You know that chamber teleporting the lamps. We're playing a bonus round, eco round with a sheriff. Okay. These rounds are where you can play in the way that you did. Very good, actually. Very, very good. Now, your secondary objective, whenever you are pushing A side, with every character in this game, should be taking the lamps. Taking the gun from the chamber, flashing the lamps, taking all of this map control right here, and then deciding what to do next based on what your teammates are doing and based where the enemies are positioned. So you're spending way too much time here searching for this boombot while your anal cavity is exposed from the lamps. Already now, you should be having the flash in your hands ready to clear the lamps. Holy shit, we just peek it like that, huh? We just peek it like that. I don't know, like, you should have taken more space in the lamps, in my opinion. Like you had plenty of time to do it. Like it's kind of like your primary job on this map. Like as soon as you kill this guy, you should have done a second flash, take a guardian, push the enemies back, and that's it. You know, maybe we can jump spot the enemies back, take this angle. On this angle, try to hit the enemies with a guardian through the wall. And basically, this is how you should hold this angle. You're waiting for enemies' colors to appear there. You place your crosshair for the enemy's head. Bop, bop, enemy is dead. Now, if the enemy's Skye decides to dog from this position, like if you ever hear that enemies are using recon abilities from this spot, keep in mind that this is fully spammable, and you can actually kill the enemies there with both high pen and the medium pen weapons. I'm scared of the shotties in lamps, but you're scared of the shotties in lamps, but you're not scared. You're not scared. You're not scared to do this. Brother, I would be shitting my pants if I did this right now. Shitting my pants. Yeah, but basically, like, you know, a lot of the players don't know about this. Like, basically, you can spam this wall with medium pen weapons and kill the enemies going through the spawn. And also vice versa, you know, like, if you're going for a retake, you can spam this for a few bullets before you actually engage the enemies there. Also, this part of the wall here, you don't do shit with medium pen weapons, but with the high pen weapons, you can actually, you know, maybe with some recon abilities, kill the enemies. Like, I don't know. If there's nothing better for you to do at that moment of time, you might as well try to maybe clear this corner if an enemy is stuck there. I don't know. Maybe I love to dash here with the jet a lot of the times, so yeah. How different is ranked from Pro Premier format? How different is ranked in from Pro Premier format? Your Discord ad says in ranked environment in terms of strategy. I mean, a lot different. Like basically only 50% of stuff that I'm teaching players to do in ranked is something that I would do in Premier or Pro level. Only 50%. So the other 50% I would just throw in the water. Like I wouldn't give a fuck about it. Now, you know, one sad thing about this round is, like, we should have had more angles to fight the enemies now. Basically, when you're playing post plants, you should have the same mentality as you have on defender's side. Like, you want to abuse as many safe angles, off angles to potentially kill the enemies, to deal some damage to them, before you end up in a 50-50 fight. Especially with a gun such as Guardian. You know, like, I would have taken an angle like this, destroy the Skye dog, maybe try to spam enemies here with a few bullets, hold this type of an angle, try to body shot enemies 2 times or maybe even headshot them, then one more bullet to the body, then enemies are coming in, I would try to go for one more shot, I hear the footsteps, try maybe go for one more shot, and then basically I can just finish them off with one body shot of a sheriff without thinking too much. That was interesting. Where are you going? Where are we running, bro? Relax, man. Like, your economy is shit. You know? It's only the 3rd round of the match. Where are we going now? Beat the shit out of your deadlock. Brimstone, fight with them, kill the Skye together, that's it. Why do we need to isolate any solo fight? Like, why do you need to lose the gun here, potentially? You already lost a Guardian in the last round. You're a great player, like, and great players need great economies. So that you have a fucking good gun every single round to demolish the enemies. I love the confidence, by the way. I love the confidence. You should keep it up, but just stay away from this type of shit. Enemies are eco again. Hull buy, farm and push B long, and that's it. I wouldn't change it ever. In how much playtime do you think he can reach Immortal 3? I think he can get Immortal 3 until the end of this year. I don't think even if he doesn't play as much as he did now, he can get Immortal 3 easily until the end of this year. When I save money for 3 rounds for op, my team is eco. How can I fix that? In the first 3 rounds, you're never managing your economy to get the operator. You're managing your economy to win the first 3 rounds. And that's it. If you're playing Jet, for an example, if you lose the first round, you can only dream about the operator. Fuck it. If you win the first round, then in a second round, you can... usually what you want to do with Jet is like... you can go for some kind of a light buy. Basically, like, on defense, Stinger, Heavy Shield without any utility. Maybe 1 smoke. And then in the 4th round, you can get the operator. If you're playing Chamber, like, same shit, basically, like. Generally speaking, like, whenever you lose the first round, you're not optimizing your economy to get the operator. You're optimizing it to win the 3rd and 4th round. Yeah. God forbid if I ever see ever again in a VOD review people scaling like this. Listen. You position yourself and you path however the fuck your teammates force you to path in ranked solo queue. If you see that your Brimstone drop has Team Beacon and he is running left, you're running left as well, and you're ready to fight with him. Please forgive me. Basically, like, a lot of the players have this type of a mentality, like, oh, but I'm playing with my teammates. I'm always there with them. Like, no, you're not. Like, this is not team play. Your Brimstone is gonna die. You're not there to reflect. Like, this is not team play. This is just playing together and baiting the shit out of your teammate so you get the info. The thing that Horkus baits a lot sometimes. Usually when I play with him, I don't feel him in the front lines. You know, like, even if I play, I don't know, Omen and Clove, I'm the frontliner. But what I love about Horkus is, like, he's not afraid to make a dumb play because he can trust his mechanics. So in the moments where he understands that he needs to be aggressive, he will take the front lines and go for it. And that is what I love about him, like, and why I love playing with him. Basically, like, once he noticed that, you know, enough is enough, and he played way too passively, but he's just gonna fucking go, like, you know. But very, very low amount of players can do that, like, basically, you know, have that, I mean, you can be confident as much as you want, but if your skill is not good enough to make a play and stay alive, yeah. You know what's funny, bro? In the last year, I saw Horkus complaining about Valorant more than in the last 5 years. I've never seen that dude complaining about this game. In the last year, he made so many Twitter posts and so many Instagram posts saying how this game is shit and how he is losing his mind. So I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. It took only 5 years and 300 hours of playtime every single act for him to start complaining. For me, it took way less, so yeah. He's mainly complaining about the community, about the players and how people are mentally disabled. Obviously, he doesn't say that word, but people are mentally disabled, in my opinion, in this game. Now, here we have something that we call unnecessary potential death and overaggression. Here I can see why the fuck you have those 3 to 4 deaths that you should not have. I need to ask, why the hell are you out right now? What? Okay, you used the dog. You got some information. Basically, you have no fucking idea if enemies are in this smoke, how many enemies are on site, if they're in like, no, not a lot of info with that dog. Your teammate just took the window control, and you're already out with a flash. That's way too cocky, and very bad for ranked solo queue in these anti-eco rounds. Here you should have waited a bit. Chill. Relax. Enemies have bad economy. Enemies are terrible so far. You are basically like, you know, much better than these guys. Wait for the race to start moving in. Wait for your Brimstone to close the gap with you so that we can actually connect our executes. Like, this round right here can be one of the reasons why you don't win so many matches and why do you have some of these deaths. I don't know if that is true, but we'll see during the gameplay. Like, for example, here you see, like, your raise is not out. You don't know if your Brimstone is... You don't know if this Brimstone is gonna push with you. God knows that. Your chamber is all the way behind you. Deadlock is still in the window as well. We don't need this space. Enemies have sheriffs, classic pistols, buckies, shorties. This round we win purely based on the refrag potential and economy that we have. Who has the best aim, you think? Nobody. Like, basically... I don't know. There's so many insane aimers. Like, you simply cannot say that there is the best player in Valorant. The best, I don't know. The best anything in Valorant. Because the game is built in that way. In Counter-Strike, you can say Donkey is machine. Zyvu is machine. Simple was machine. In CS2 it's easy, but in Valorant, like, it comes and goes, like, you know. It's a never-ending changing game. I'm saving up to sign up for your coaching. I love your videos and breakdowns on the mechanics. Thank you, Sinosa. Thanks for your YouTube videos. They help me. Okay, many students now complain about community. Okay, Demon 1 is insane. One of the insanes.
50 chamber.
Now listen. This one right here. The only problem is, like, if you already know that something is good, try to communicate it to your allies. Like, tell them what to do. Like, listen, I know in Europe it's mega hard. It is mega hard to lead your teammates. To be, I don't know, like IGL and something. It's also tiring and boring, and I understand. But at least try, if you want to reach Radiant as soon as possible, on a macro level, to give your teammates some ideas in the rounds where these ideas are actually good. You know, like, hey guys, enemies are eco Halby, let's do a 5-man push through B long, let's fight for elbow, let's fight for the CT, leave the fucking window, smoke the window and CT. That's it. Like, I don't know why we complicate these rounds so much as we did. I don't know, like, here, overall, this scaling that you did was mega dangerous. Because you have no idea what's happening on the bomb site. Like, to be honest, like, what you should have done here is just, try to maybe kill this Reyna, reset yourself, and focus on this Stinger guy. But putting yourself in this position when you don't have teammates to trade you, there's just suicide, man. You can never be like this spot doesn't exist for you unless you know exactly where are the enemies and that you can isolate the enemies into 1 versus 1 gunfights. Basically, after the race died and you were here, all you can do is get maybe on top of the site, kill the Reyna, and then kill the Clove. Or wait a bit, but waiting is not an option here. Basically, like, I will still hunt this Reyna down. I will try to heal her, but from above the site. Otherwise, like, you know, putting yourself in a spot like this, I mean, good luck winning this fight. Like, you really need to be quick. Really quick. Oxy is probably the best mechanical player, I think, at least. Well, Oxy is great. Zeus is great. Kanzera guy is great. Aspas is also okay. Like, I don't know, like, how can you say that any of them are, like, the best? All of them are on the equal level. Okay, maybe, you know, Primi as well is there, like, all of these are top players. So I think I have to beat Thanos. What about Muda? Muda is the best. That is the best player. Muda is the best player in Valorant. A Radiant coach confirms. Like, if you want to be successful in life and a Radiant player in the same time, you just watch Muda and that's it, bro. That's the secret formula. Every day, 9-11, raise instalock, run it down. Would you count yourself as one of the insane good players, or at least could be if you would play more? No, never, never. Literally, like I always said, I'm not. I'm the bottom of the top players in every single game that I play, because in every single game that I play, I min-max the most optimal way to get to the highest rank. Like, I never work on my weaknesses. I only abuse certain strengths and try to find the loopholes in a video game that I play that are gonna get me to the highest rank. Whether that loophole is something related to my skill set, to the meta, or something, like, that's how I'm coaching players as well. Like, I mean, at least general players. Like, when I'm privately coaching players, of course, like, if a player is insane, like, I'm gonna give you one really good quote that I heard yesterday. And basically, when you start optimizing everything in your life purely based on your weaknesses are gonna fuck you up even more. You know, that is something that I did for a really long time. And why, like, why it's even harder for me right now to, like, play FPS games, at least. I always optimized every single game, my gameplay, not based on my aim, but based on everything else. And now my mechanics, as I'm getting older especially, are, you know, even fucking worse than a few years ago. And that is really hurting me a lot. Especially if the gameplay is not optimized anymore in a way where, like, abilities matter that much. You should work on everything. Okay, can we push this area of the map with a gun out? And then go for an execute? Thank you. You know, once you reach this position, then use the ultimate. Also, in my opinion, this early ultimate is way too early. First of all, We're not even doing a 5-man push anywhere. Brimstone is jerking his cock off in long. Chamber is mentally disabled on the other part of the map. We have Paralympic players in the team. What did we use this ultimate for? Literally nothing. Once again in this round. Which we're playing with the Brimstone. Taking the B long area of the map. And then we can maybe use the ultimate to execute the site. I generally don't understand the Skye players that use the ultimate to take the initial space. It is far more optimal using the ultimate to engage enemies on site, because then you're actually going for an execute. You're bringing the fight to them. If the enemies are just in the window, you know, and you use the ultimate, they're just gonna run back, destroy your cabbages, smoke you off, and you just wasted your ultimate. Like a far more optimal way of using the Skye ultimate, in a way, you know, in a way like this, is take, you know, initial space with your team, with the rest of the utility, you know, with the dog we can take this, flash them back. Okay, we took this space. Now we're waiting for our teammates to get ready for the execute. When they're ready to go, cabbages flying out, and bam, plus the flash. Not only that the enemies are fucking blind, they also need to think about their cabbages and about the rays that is flying in their anal cavity with the judge. So, you know, good luck. Top 10 craziest executes of all time. The big problem here is lack of this long control, like, and lack of general organization. The easiest execute that your teammates in ranked solo queue can do is a 4-man or a 5-man push through long. And that is the first thing I would try to do. And the first thing I would tell my teammates to do. What Chamber is doing is fine. You know, Chamber can lurk here and take this space, or maybe the showers, every fucking round, as we are trying to go B through long. Because then we're never stuck. We can just bait the enemies to rotate A, take the TP, and now with the Chamber take the A sec control. That's an optimal play and a good macro play. But here, like, you know, your Brimstone is so slow, like, literally, just look where your Brimstone is. And you're pushing in the B side without the smokes. And you're already on site. In Ascendant 2, Ascendant 3, Immortal 1, European lobby. And this is how an execute looks like. On B set of bind. This is fucking crazy, literally, like, absolutely crazy. Not your fault. No, absolutely not your fault. But try to suggest to your teammates, you know, like, guys, please, I'm gonna suck all of your cocks right now if we go fucking long. Yes, Chamber, you can go showers, like, try to take some space, I don't know, do whatever you want to do. We don't need you anyways. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Good, very good dog. Very good dog. Love it. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, if you already make numbers advantage, and like you take a site, you plant the spike, and now you're playing the post plant with your teammates that are aggressive. Fuck the flashes, fuck utility. Just hold the gun in your hands and be ready to peek. It's just very hard, especially as an initiator, organizing these type of allies in a post plant. Use this utility for yourself later. First, use the life of this imbecile that is in front of you. You know, let him take the first contact. Let him peek first. Take the gun out, refrag him, or like maybe save his life by fighting together with him. And then we can use the flash later, like for some solo plays, etc, etc. Or if you need to be the first one to peek out, you know, then use the flash for yourself and go out. But I don't know, like this is... It's just hard. You know, in Europe, there's barely any communication. No one is calling out the utility. No one is like playing off of the utility. Like, I mean, right now you literally executed a B site without a single smoke. So, like, in these type of scenarios, 99% of time you just want to have the gun out. Or simply yell at your Raze. Raze, don't peek, I have a fucking flash. You know, be a bit more annoying when you're giving the comms. When I say annoying, not aggressive or annoying in a bad way. Like, just, Raze, I have a flash, we're gonna peek out. Raze, I have a flash, we're gonna peek out. On 3, 3, 2, 1, flash, go. Like, I don't know. I don't see any comms from you in regards to your utility as well. Very good setup, I love it. Where are you going, bro? For the first time we had a perfect trading setup, my guy is out. Thank you. For a second I was scared, bro. But this is another example of a scenario where the KST number tells us why you're losing some of the matches. What the fuck did you just do, bro? You have a perfect, like, low-high setup with your Raze. Perfect. We could just hold this angle. Wait for the Reyna to pick us up. The Reyna is dead. Okay, you can maybe move a bit left and right, whatever, it doesn't matter that much in this scenario. My guy goes for a peek. I mean, once again, I respect the confidence, like it a lot, like, but I'm trying to see, like, why do you die 3 or 4 times like an imbecile when you should not be dead? When you have such a good stats, like, why are you not immortal already? Immortal 3, to be honest. Since you're immortal 3 on console, but, you know, it's console. Okay. I mean, this was fine, because both you and Raze are taking the fight. Plus, with the utility. When you play this type of a trading game with your teammates, it's fine. I mean, like, you can never give yourself negative points for that. Maybe the flash, once again, was a bit pointless. We can just swing together and fight together, but it's really up to you. The less utility you use, when you have a huge numbers advantage, and the more you focus on the raw gunplay and refrag potential, the more success you're gonna find. Utility can backfire you always, because of the timings, because it's ranked solo queue, because, like, you need to focus on the proper timing to fight with your allies. That is already hard enough in ranked solo queue. Like, you literally need to read the body language of a random video game character that is pressing WASD movements to go and swing with him, and on top of that you also want to use a Skye flash or some delayed utility. It's just you just can't. Like, it's, I mean, you can, but in higher elo lobbies, like, you know, Immortal 3 plus Radiant, essentially pro play. But this Raze was criminal, man. Like, criminal. Sometimes what she's doing. Okay, listen. Don't change macro playstyle if something is working for you in ranked solo queue. At least don't change it a lot. You can make small adaptations if you think that enemies are gonna read you, but you don't need to change everything. If you're already winning 4-1 by doing 5-man, in this case 4-man executes, whatever, keep abusing what's working for you. As I said, we can change something a bit. You know, instead of like pushing fast B, we can push on contact. Instead of pushing B, we can fake B, go A. Instead of pushing A, we can fake A, go B. And generally speaking, a really good habit in Valorant is if you repeat something for 3 or 4 times in a row, 4th or 5th time, you want to do a bigger change. Basically, that is the latency of an average Valorant player when it comes to autopiloting. An average Valorant player is happy to lose 3 to 4 rounds in a row by autopiloting. But at the 4th and 5th round, he already starts to think a bit. Or they will try to change something just randomly because they see they're losing the match or it's not working for them. So this round, okay, it's very good to change things a bit, but not too much. You know, we should not default, God forbid. We can just, you know, basically what I would do in this round, purely based on what happened in the previous rounds. So most of the rounds we won on B. When I say most of the rounds, literally all 4, I think we won on the B side, right? No, 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 4. So we went B like 2 or 3 times in a row. What we can do is a 4-man push through the B long, fake the B set, execute again, send the chamber here, we fake the enemies, and on the timing we just use the TP and go A. Done. Enemies are rotating super fast anyways. Maybe some enemies are going to use a stupid teleporter as well. This strategy right now would have like 80% of chances of working because of the patterns that you developed and how the previous rounds went. But let's see what's going to, you know, I don't know, maybe you have some insane strategy as well. I really don't like you're taking the space with a knife out, like also, the more you're winning a specific match, the more you should be aware that enemies will become less focused and they're gonna start doing more dumb plays. So, basically, like, you know, this is the round where I would expect enemy Reyna to just do this. Where I would expect enemy Clove to just be full-on retard mode. So, the more you're winning, the higher your focus should be, and more you should expect that enemies might be doing some random shit left and right. So if I'm scaling up here, we really need to hold the gun out, take the space with the gun, and then maybe use Doggy Dog. What seems rank in this match? Ascendant 2. But guys, like, do I really need to make this? Do I need to make these rank icons even bigger, man? Like, I intentionally put them so big, so people don't ask me this question anymore. And as I said, like, defaulting in this round and doing whatever the fuck we're doing is just unnecessary risk. And a huge risk. Keep in mind that on bind, as long as your 4-man, 5-man executes are working, keep doing it. Like, defaulting on this map is always 50-50. It's basically a last resort for you on this map. Because every single choke point works in a favor of enemy defender side players. Every single one. And if your teammates are playing solo, when they're picking 50-50 fights, it can just be cinema. Like, literally, you can watch the fall of Avengers in 4K. Just have it written somewhere. So yeah, I can do that. Probably. Like, I should just write the rank somewhere. Hello, Trickster, clear hero, clear Phantom. How be today? Clear Phantom. By the way, guys, like, when I come back from my vacation in September, I want to stream every day, and I'm going to be playing Valorant every day. Like, basically, I want to lose my mind one more time.
Jamie, can you go back for bomb maybe?
They're holding.
In tube.
Down with.
On more tube.
Try to not get stuck in this angle, like, for a long period of time, because enemies can just spam you through this wall, You know, like, if you're not ready to go out for an execute, play behind this line. Like, just standing here, I mean, anywhere in this area, it's such a big kill zone for the enemies, where you don't have any real cover for yourself. That kill was really good. Amazing. Nice little trade with the enemies. But now we need to back off. Especially because enemies can just spam us through this wall and... I don't know, like... I mean, your Brimstone is already holding this line of sight. So he is giving you the timing to back off. Right now, if I was in your position, I would just be doing this. Checking if any enemies are backside. And then picking this part of the tube. This spot is really good, like... A lot of the players, like when they're playing backside of bind, B-side, they make a mistake where they play close to this wall. And they do this. That is something you can maybe abuse in Ascendant and low Immortal, like players still don't have a, you know, a good understanding of movement and stuff like that. I mean, they have but they autopilot a lot. So essentially, like, if a player is standing here, you can literally see his head over the boxes and just delete him. And if you have nothing better to do and you think one guy is tube, you can just spam the tube a bit. Maybe, you know, destroy the enemies a bit. Boo555 says, I knew I recognized your voice on Corrode. I never played Corrode in my life. What you talking about, bro? I never played Jet full-on trolling on Corrode. That was someone else, man. AI charlatan. Our Brimstone has the operator on the attacker's side, going through long. Absolute respect.
Chamber?
But we still don't have a spike.
Ah, okay.
I have one flash.
Okay, I love your awareness. I love it a lot.
30 seconds left.
But yeah, overall, like, you know, when it comes to your macro playstyle and how you play the maps and how you path, that can be a lot better. Like, you are lacking game knowledge in that regard, and you should definitely focus on fixing that in the long run. Like, just organizing yourself and your teammates a bit better, like what are your primary tasks on attack and defense, and especially defense, I think is going to be very interesting to watch. It's not really the mechanics, which is surprising, considering that you come from the controller, you know? Your mechanics are actually fucking good, man. Like, you know? Most of the time. What are they doing, bro? Like...
Finished. One enemy remaining.
We see, like, this is really good.
10 seconds left. I got this spot. Last player standing.
I need to see this fight, like... It's okay. As I said, like, you didn't lose this round here, you lost it a long time ago. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the close range Brimstone versus Clove gun fight with the operator. Please, God, send me into spectator mode.
Spike down A.
Oh yeah, baby. Brother, you have 2 seconds. He has 2 seconds to finish the round, and he's going back. No! I knew it's gonna be a cinema, man. I knew it. Brim players always surprising. Yeah. The thing map should be keep player centered. It's a personal preference, to be honest. How do you rate yourself in mechanic, skill, game system, decision making? Right now, everything is 0 because I don't play the game. But when I generally grind for Radiant, I would rate... I'm not going to give you any numbers. I'm just going to give you, you know, top to bottom. I would say... game sense number 1, decision making number 2, mechanical skill number 3. valid crash out. Absolute valid crash out, bro. Listen.
10 seconds.
So we die here.
I got the spike.
Brimstone with the op. Claw 1v1.
Spike down A.
1 second. 1 second on the clock. The guy is going back.
Clutch.
Misses a triple shot. Okay, let's go next round.
No, you just pushed up and tapped both.
Criminal. Criminal. Criminal.
Push up multiple times. I think you can just wait.
This is one thing I hate in ranked solo queue so much, bro. Like, you found a secret sauce to the Krabby Patty, and all of a sudden you decide to use the cum bucket sauce. Cum bucket. Like, brother, why? Like, why did we need to change our playstyle so much and our... if it is already working for us? Like, I just don't understand. Why all of a sudden we started defaulting and doing random shit? If the B set is already weak, if you're already stumping enemies there, let's just use different variations of B executes, B fakes, as long as that is working. Like right now, I don't know. Like I just feel that your chamber and deadlock are gonna die like potatoes. Your teammates in long also have really high chances of dying because enemies have the op. Like I'm 90% certain right now, one of your teammates is gonna be dead in the next 5 seconds. Okay, not 5. Actually, sorry for trusting the chamber, but they could have been dead.
Chambers.
Oh, yeah, Brimstone has the operator now again. Like, my bad. I forgot that Brimstone is the operator minister.
B, Chambers B.
The guy is crazy, man.
Oh shit.
The guy is crazy, bro.
Yeah, Brim, you can fake and Raze, you can fake. Be like you.
Then, there's two.
Oh shit, we go B.
Is this you talking the whole time?
No, but he's dead.
This is you, right? This guy, right? So if that is you, like, listen, whenever you make a numbers advantage on the map, or you exchange some numbers with the enemies, just don't give too many callouts to your teammates. Give them only one callout, and usually that callout should be like to regroup somewhere and hit something together, and it really doesn't matter what. Like keep it simple in ranked solo queue. We got a kill in showers. We got a kill in long. Round is over already. Done on bind. Like the callout here should be, hey guys from A short, let's regroup B long and hit the B together. Or hey guys from B long, use a teleporter, let's go fast A. Done. Like no, nothing. Don't complicate too much. The more things you say, the more mistakes your teammates are gonna make left and right. And in a 5v3 numbers advantage on attack, on bind, the round is literally over. If we reorganize together.
Go A. Yeah, Brim, you can fake and Raze, you can fake. Be like you.
Then,
You know, here like calling for a fake or something like no, just fuck it. Like, tell them to rotate.
We go B.
You sure we go B?
Yeah, we go B, we go B.
I don't know why you're running like this. The Skye started the round on B side. She used a flash. She can be in the window right now. I mean, I don't know. Literally. Maybe on some kind of a timing. Plus, the enemies can use a TP. Okay, now we know where's the Skye.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yo, Victor, thank you for the prime sub, man. Sorry for not getting you the car still, but, you know, we still need some money for that Dacia, bro.
Hawk out. Blinded. Hawk out. Blinded. Last player.
Okay, I can respect that last effort. Now, we cannot hear the video. Can you make it loud? No. This is the loudest it can go. Same. It's very low audio. Don't complicate the callouts. If you already make a true numbers advantage. Like, what is a true numbers advantage in ranked solo queue? 5v3, 5v2, 5v1, 4v3, 4v2, 4v1, 3v2, 3v1, and 2 versus 1. Don't complicate the callouts. No faking, no nothing. Like, look at the minimap and just decide what is the easiest way for all of your teammates to regroup together, so we can just play on a refrag potential and just close out the round. So you can keep them together. Fuck the refrag potential. Just you wanna keep them together. Here, Raze fought alone. Brimstone fought alone. You fought alone. Deadlock picked a solo fight. There was not a single fight in this 5v3 where we actually fought together. Which is criminal, obviously. Like, what you tried to do here was fine, just, you know. It's still a 50-50 fight that you needed to force, to be honest, because you're literally 2v3 right now against Skye with the ultimate and Claw with the ultimate. This was okay play, like, literally I have nothing against.
Skye.
Let's listen to the callouts. That happens to me a lot. If I have to give advice to someone or basically have to communicate with people, usually yelling, I lose so much concentration and start the spiral of tilt. I'm very hyper-focused on my own game instead of comms, so my mechanical ability I don't trust. My brother, like, fuck your mechanical ability. Like, I would trade my mechanical ability for a chance to play a 5v3 together with my allies. Always. Even if that means I'm gonna miss every single shot. At least we're all gonna be together. And all of us 5 are gonna be missing the shots. If you pick 5 1v1 gunfights and you lose a round, you just lost the round because we play like shit on a macro level. We just did the most suboptimal thing we could have done in a 5v3.
The Skye, I'm pretty sure the Skye doesn't even play like in hookah. She just flashes like deep.
Good info. We can say this as I mean, generally, like, one of the main mistakes that enemies are doing is they're playing way too passively on the B side. And especially if enemies don't have a sentinel, they're playing passively on the B side. Let's just fuck them up on B. The only reason I would specifically, in this round, stay away from the window is because Raze has the ultimate. Like, in this round, we're doing either a 5-0 push on B or a 4-1 push on B through the B long. If the Raze has the ultimate, good luck. Ooh, this guy. Listen to that voice. You need to hear this, guys. We can just rush it, bro. we can just go. We can just walk back, man. Mate, I'm from Birmingham, bro. Like, the guy's thick. Can you give an example about bait and double bait? Once again, we got a bit lucky, to be honest. Like, Raze could have deleted us. Enemy Raze. Now here, you are initiator. You are a support character, in theory, of course. But in ranked solo queue, in the ranked solo queue, if your teammates are going out and they are not waiting for your abilities, and they are going in front of you, they are your abilities. This Raze, this Deadlock, is your drone, your dog, and you're going out. This first flash, very fucking good flash. Very good pop flash in general. Your Raze is going out. You're dropping down as well. You're of course, like, I'm not gonna drop, you know, all the way down here, but I'm going onto this box and I'm instantly taking the fight. We cannot play slow. Anyways, one of the main problems of your executes on B side was how much disconnected your push from long and from window is. Like, that's the primary problem. Both when you went long and when you went through the window. you speed up the process of execute way too much, and you don't even pay attention on the opposite part of the map. At least suggest to your teammates to pay more attention. Like, that is why, like, you know, for example, if I see that my team, like, I'm doing a B split, for an example. If I see that my teammates on long are pushing way too slow because they are scared from the enemy's utility, I'm going long to speed up that process a bit myself so we can connect a proper execute. If I see that my teammates in window struggle, I'm gonna go with them. But, you know, again, we don't have any like smoke on the site. Our teammates in long are on Haven, split, like they don't exist. And generally, like, this is why I really, when I'm playing bind, like, I really try to stay away from splitting the site in some 3-2 setup, because this is what usually happens in Ascendant and Low Immortal and Diamond and Gold, Platinum, like all of these low elo and medium elo lobbies. It's just a fucking shit show. Especially in this match. I mean, if you already know that no one is playing window, even better. Farm and push B long. Fuck it, send it with the Raise Ultimate and Brimstone.
Bro.
Don't when you're jumping out of the window, never jump down here. Ever. If enemies are already fighting you, you just need to jump on this boxy box. If you don't know exactly where are the enemies, you don't have a smoke for CT, then jumping on the left side is totally fine, so you don't expose yourself from the right side at least.
Spike down B.
Sorry, bro.
Look at this B long setup.
Oh.
Spike down B.
Look at these baiting ministers.
I don't know how he's not flashed.
Big B. That's our chamber, bro.
Twice, bro. I need.
Big B.
Go A. I'm gonna ult.
This round is pretty sad that we went AFK. Because this round is mega important. Plus we don't have a spike. Overall, a really sad round. 10 out of 10, would not recommend.
Wait.
Well, now since we don't have a spike, what do you do, for example, in this type of a round? Your teammates are already going in, spike is far away, and they're fighting the enemies. Well, fuck the spike. Literally fuck the spike. Fight with your teammates, start picking up the fights, done. We'll pick up the spike later. Or we can just win the round by killing the enemies.
You had your fun.
Go, 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 go.
My mouse doesn't work, guys. I need to.
Spike, bro.
Yeah, I'm going. My
We
mouse.
don't have the spike.
Spike.
At least you can jiggle pick the enemies and bait them.
Slow, slow, slow.
He cannot. He has the ultimate on X. Okay, okay. I thought his ultimate was on the mouse button. Here you should play a bit more aggressively because you know, at least you can act as a bait. And as a you can be the dog in this round. You can be the dog.
My mouse doesn't work. I can't shoot. Flank is open.
Okay, flank is not really open. Like we have a trip there.
Just jiggling. One heaven, Skye.
Oh, oh.
Skye's still heaven. One could be lamps. Bro.
I love the chamber doesn't. He doesn't. He never heard of the lamps. Good suggestion there. You see how simple that round was? As soon as we did a normal... Okay, it was not really normal because your mouse is... But you see how more organized your teammates were when they did a simple execute. Like basically... But a simple good execute for bind. Like basically, when you're starting the games in ranked solo queue, you always want to try first the basic, good team play stuff before you go into a bit more deeper, like, you know, fakes, splits, and shit like that. Because if the basic default stuff, fireman executes, work for you, the match is over. Like, if enemies don't have a response to that type of shit, they better have some insane retakes. Insane. Especially on bind. Like, we did a 3-1 split. I mean, 4-1. If we count you as well. Through A short, easy round. And when we were pushing B, the only thing we need to do is some kind of 4-1 split. Instead of prioritizing fucking window. I have to dumb myself down, it's difficult, you need to. In ranked. I mean, you know, things should be more advanced after Immortal 3 and in Radiant, of course. But up to Immortal 3, like, the simpler the stuff is, the more success you're gonna find. Can you give a bait and double bait examples at bind? We'll talk about it on defense. This, for an example, was amazing. Once again, simple, good execute. Just once again, like, like for example, this ultimate here, like, I don't know. Like, I would use actually a flash or a dog to clear the long, and then you use the ultimate with a flash to fuck up enemies on sight. Like, I personally never understood why Skye players would use the ultimate like this. Like, you give enemies time to prepare for your ultimate, you cannot combine your ultimate with other utility and with a proper execute. It's just a wasted cabbage. And to be honest, the food is really expensive, like, these days. Like, this area we can just clear with like, a flash.
Enemy spotted B. Launching smoke.
I need to respect that spray. You know, this spray here. But you don't want to do that when you're exiting bomb sites. But you know that enemies are on the site. Like, usually I do tell to players, like, the more things you try, the more success you're gonna find. Basically, like, you know, doing that type of a spray would be fine if you already have a bomb site. But if you already don't have a bomb site and you don't know how many enemies are on site, and when this guy from the smoke can peek out, you don't want to do this type of shit ever. As I said, like, doing this type of shit that you did right now will be totally fine if you already have a site control, you're planting the spike, and only from the elbow, this Reyna can peek us. Also, I don't know how you were confident doing this shit, like, with these type of teammates. When it comes to execute, like, it was fine, you know? Just, personally, I would do a vice versa when it comes to your utility usage. Like, just imagine, like, you know, you're on the enemy team. We are attacking the B side through B long. We use one flash to clear this. With one flash here, you already know that no one is in the garden and long. Like, that one flash would have told you that story. If you do flash enemies, you know, here, we can use a dog, push them back, that's it. Now, okay, you don't have a dog and flash, or just a flash. From this smoke, we throw instant cabbages to hunt the enemies. We combine the cabbages with a flash as well. We combine the cabbages with a deadlock ultimate, and with a race coming out with 2 satchels. That's a fucking shit show for the enemy team. Fucking shit show, basically. Like I mean, that's too much utility. Ooh, I almost died. Too much utility to destroy, to react to, like, You see here, like.
Enemy spotted B.
So, before you even started the execute, your cabbages are gone. Nada. Nothing. All of them destroyed.
Three for three.
Huh?
Also that, and gave the info, like, you know. To be honest, like, if I see the Skye's ultimate... I mean, unless you're faking, doing it that fast, like, maybe not the most optimal thing in ranked solo queue where people use, like, zero brain.
Time to hunt. Scout destroyed.
Okay.
Hawk out.
Fully smoked.
Hawk out next.
Go, 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 go.
I've got your trail. One less.
You see how simple this was, man? Of course, this round could have gone terribly wrong, like, in so many different ways, but it is much easier to control the pacing, to play with the teammates, to do what you actually need to fucking do in ranked solo queue to win the rounds. Like, literally, the easiest round where we got a numbers advantage and space out of all of these, like, 11. Just now, you're doing a terribly bad play. Like, if you take the bomb site without the window control. Oh!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Thank you for tier 1. Dorand Core. If you take the... If you go into the B side without the window, like, once you take the elbow, I mean, once you clear this portion of the elbow, basically this. The second. So you clear this, and you get this angle, you go back. If the site is not cleared, clear the site, be aware that enemies can be in the window, and be aware that enemies can do this. So, unless your teammates want to fight with you for the full CT control and the backside control, you need to go back and support your allies, because I don't know what they're gonna do. And also, you know, you could have died in this 1v1 again.
What's that word, bro?
How many kills you need to take to be enough? 5? 6? 7? Like, Cloven ultimate and the Sage ultimate? How much is it enough?
Maybe longer.
Again, like, why do you need to pick this, bro? Out of all of the, like, these guys are shit. Personally, I don't trust any of your teammates in this match. Brimstone with the operator, definitely not. Chamber that is always lurking, definitely not. Raze that has really bad timings and utility users, definitely not. And Deadlock that is... I mean, Deadlock is okay, I guess. Like, I can trust her a bit, but... I don't know, man. What now? Believe me, your teammates right now, more than capable of losing this round. Chances that your teammates lose this round, 50-50. 50-50.
105. Sky.
30 seconds. Okay.
Okay, they didn't lose it, but 50-50. Doing this dog against the Raze ultimate, and one of the most common Raze plays is to use 2 satchels and destroy enemies here with the ultimate. No, thank you. Like, when the Raze has the ultimate, like on the defender side, and you want to push A short or A set in general, you need to start slow. We need to walk up to this choke point and then explode, and then, you know, jump spot, use utility, etc. You cannot run and have like, basically this is how I would start this round. Like, I would wait. I would start on the left side here, since four of my teammates are already starting right, and I would start by walking up to this position with a gun out and my crosshair ready for this. If I see the smoke here, and I hear the Raze using ultimate, I'm instantly using one flash to blind her, dog to stun her, and then just fucking running away essentially. Resetting the round completely. If I cannot find a way to kill her. But this is an instant suicide, like this is all Jover. All Jover, bro. Okay. Overall, I like your utility use. Generally, I love your gameplay. For an Ascendant 2 player. Generally, I love it. And I really think that once you start truly mastering Omen and Jet, you will reach Immortal 3 with your eyes closed, to be honest. You just need to apply a bit more of this like ranked solo queue mindset where like, you know, the main thing you need to apply is that you need to behave towards your teammates and enemies like fucking AIs. I wouldn't trust AI in 2025. You never know when it's gonna malfunction and showcase some weird Austrian painter posts. And essentially, like, if you already do your job, which is making numbers advantage, taking side, taking space, dump down your gameplay a bit and what you do. Like, just focus on the basics. You're already a good player. You can trust yourself. But you just cannot trust these. I mean, at least like like these 4 players that you're playing right now with, if you can trust them, you are crazy, essentially. Like, I don't know. That would, I mean, what they showed to us, like, crazy gameplay, man, crazy. Can I check the stats? I mean, okay, the stats don't even matter. Like, clutch percentage is a bit low, but it's more about your game knowledge rather than anything else. Definitely, you know, Omen and Jet should be a high consideration for you. Raze can be there as well, like, you know, you can just stick with Omen, Raze and Jet, maybe Phoenix, and that's it. 4 agents. Done. Omen, Jet main, Raze and Phoenix situational, all the way up to Immortal 3. Fucking speedrun. Focusing on my important coaching videos as a first source of knowledge. Second source, the ranked playbook, Jet and Omen videos. Then moving on to other sources, which is basically other pro players, coaches, whatever, and slowly developing your own stuff. Okay, let's see what you're gonna do on defense. Okay, now we are on a defender side of Binderoni. Default site, B site, number 1 priority. Number 2 priority, A site. In the first round, I really don't care what your teammates do in ranked solo queue. I don't care which agent you play. You should start on the B site and play on the B site. Now with Skye, there's multiple different ways how you can play the first round. Because at the end of the day, you have the pop flashes. You can do whatever you want. My number 1 option would be classic shorty strategy in the window with a potential double bait setup. So basically, you have a teammate that is baiting for you, destroying the enemy's recon abilities, and you play here with a shorty and classic pistol. And with Skye, I would just go classic shorty and light shield. That's it. Now, if you don't have anyone to bait for you, then probably I would just go for a ghost, you know, and a flash or doggy dog. Doggy dog probably, like I would prioritize for the retake of A site, and just, you know, start in a default way, hold the enemies here, try to one-tap the first enemy, destroy their recon abilities, and slowly fall off into the bomb site. And from the bomb site, like, start making babies, you know, with a pop flashes and peeking the enemies. Now, one additional thing that you can do is something that I would probably do with the Skye 90% of time, is classic shorty in the same way that we do with the chamber. So basically, dropping a shorty here, getting a classic light shield, starting in the window, trying to headshot the first enemy, destroying the enemy recon abilities, and falling back into the bomb site. Then from the bomb site, baiting the enemies, and with a shorty deleting them as they're coming close. With Skye, this is very effective as well, because once you go to the classic pistol and enemies know your location, you can just flash them and maybe get even more kills and just support your teammates as well and win the whole round for your team. So it's really up to you what you want to do. You can also buy a sheriff, to be honest, as far as I'm concerned. Just I think that this classic shorty bait should grant you 1 kill minimum if enemies are pushing B. If enemies are pushing A, okay, you have a classic pistol, light shield, and a flash. What else do you need in a first round with Skye? Listen, heal is not something I will get in a first round. Ever. Like on both attackers and defender side in ranked solo queue. You can go for 2 flashes. You can go for a flash and dog and light shield. But heal... I mean, if you're buying 2 flashes, okay, you should get a heal, but... I would still get a dog in 1 flash. Because if enemies are pushing A site, and let's say enemies take the lamps, and I go for the retakes of lamps... I mean, dog is a very useful piece of utility, overall. I don't know. Let's see how this one pans out. Oh, hello, enemies. You don't need to do this in the first round. Like, don't go for the jump spot. Don't do... Like, just hold tight angle. Try to go for 1 headshot. Try to bait the enemies, destroy their recon abilities, pressure them, and just fall back.
Heavy.
You really don't want to get stuck here. Against this team composition, with dogs, flashes, I mean, they have a lot of flashes. I don't know about this. Oh, we got a bit lucky, I'm not gonna lie. Enemies don't know where the fuck are we. We got a bit lucky, man. We got a bit lucky. Like, that dog not scouting you in that position. You just... You paid the enemy Skye. You pay... I understand. It's one strategy you can use in solo queue. Paying the enemies to win trade, but... Usually it is not that effective when you don't have a win trader. Okay. To be honest, if you want to start the round like this, if you already want to play the round with a classic and light shield, just get a shorty and just delete the enemies as they're moving in, and that's it in the tube. Now, in the second round of Bind, whenever enemies push B site in the first round and you absolutely demolish them, in the second round you always play A. Even if you have only one teammate defending B site, gamble on data, gamble on general knowledge. Fuck it. We need to do this type of gambles in ranked solo queue. Right now you should be playing A site. You have multiple buy options. You save the... You can go for a outlaw and a shield and a shorty and just play in a default way. You can go for a stinger, heavy shield utility. You can go for spectre, heavy shield utility. You can go for the heavy shield judge utility, like, is bind, all of these weapons work. If you really love the Guardian, you can go for the Guardian as well. Okay, there's a lot of spammable positions. You can do that as well. It's really up to you. But I would definitely not play B-set in this round. Fuck the info in this round. In this round, you want to make sure that your teammates are not fighting alone, that they are not dying alone, that they are not isolating some stupid 50-50 fights that you cannot control. Period. But my dude bought a Phantom on a defender side of Bind. You're crazy. You're crazy. Like, I love you. I love it. But you're a bit crazy, like, to be honest. It's a simple map on a defender's side. Mega claustrophobic. Like, enemy raise right now might be double satchel in your face with a Bucky, with a shorty deleting you. Like, not really the most optimal economy management, in my opinion. Especially not as a... based on the map that you're playing right now.
I think your bonus
Gamble on data, gamble on these patterns. Like, if something works 60 to 80% of times, you should gamble on it. Now, obviously, like, maybe you don't know about this. I don't know how much you watch my videos or my content and how much you dive deep into the playbook that I have on my Discord server, but I don't know, I spent the last 5 years analyzing this stupid game and these patterns and shit, like, check the playbook, follow these patterns, like, 60 to 80% of times you will be right. Which is better than a 50-50 gamble, obviously.
He's like on you, on you.
Thanks God, our teammates on defense are not that bad. At least it's an equal round. Oh, but by the way, here, like, if enemies are pushing A, and your teammates from B set want to use the teleporter, use it together with them. Support them. Especially if the round is the anti-equal round.
One enemy remaining.
You don't want to let this Brimstone fight alone. Plus you had a chamber that was deleting the enemies in the showers. Those are the times where you want to use the TP to rotate fast, to pinch the enemies, to play together, finish the round as fast as possible. This round playing on the B side, good idea, and you should do it. Why? The only thing that we have to read the enemies is the basic pattern they developed early on. First round B, second round A. They're following the AB rule. They're following the rule of fear because they lost both of these rounds. And B side is anyways your default side. Side that is much harder for retake than A side. This round, once again, you're starting in the lamps. Trying to kill the first enemy in the lamps. Like, maybe we can create some double bait setup. With our deadlock, for an example. Like, we can tell the deadlock to use the sound sensor right here. Basically, deadlock can play in that corner. We play here. We try to headshot the first enemy and kill him. Destroy the enemy's recon abilities. Now as the enemies are settling in, going in with the whatever the fuck they have with the abilities, we can use the sound sensor, kill them with the deadlock. That's it. We can go for the pop flash. Don't flash yourself, obviously. Like, don't be like me. And just fully stop the enemy's push. Playing on the A set in this round is a huge gamble, in my opinion. Yes, you have a chamber on B. Yes, you have a deadlock on B, but I mean, considering how your teammates played on the attacker side, I don't know if I would trust these guys. Like, I don't know. Like, it can work, but just it's too much of a gamble.
Quick flash to left raise if you want. Peek right. No.
That early smoke for no reason. I mean, okay. I mean, okay. We'll see how this goes. The problem, like, the problem of this smoke that Brimstone did. Whenever you do these type of smokes based on zero information, like the first thing that I'm teaching players that I coach is that you should expect that enemies are going for some kind of a play around the smoke. That someone is playing in it with a judge, with a shorty, with a bucky, stinger, or enemies are generally using that smoke for something. Like, I don't know, like this setup that your teammates have is just bonkers in my opinion. Mega dangerous. And right now, like, to be honest, like, I will focus more on showers rather than focusing on enemies in A short. Like, you have zero showers control. In the last round, enemies try to do something in showers. I mean, there was like 1 or 2 enemies going through showers. You have 2 teammates going, defending A short. Like, you should start in the showers and getting that information. Like, info on bind is very important. More important than anything else. Like, I would start the round here, maybe jump spotting the enemies or jiggle peeking the enemies. And if I see that my teammates need the help in A short, then I'm going there to flash for them and play with them, whatever. Plus one guy used the teleporter. Like, here we need to kill the guy's showers. If we get pinched from both sides, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, also you as a Skye player, like, on defender side, it's very easy to fight as an initiator. Very easy, like, you have a pop flash, you have a dog, like, you can just demolish this guy right now. I mean, the worst thing we can do right now is wait for the enemies to engage us. When you're playing a pop flash character, usually you want to be the one bringing the fight into the enemy lines. If you can just isolate a favorable 1v1 duel. Right now, you know, dog, bite this guy, flash him, destroy him, that's it. And now, what happened? Exactly what we talked about. We just got pinched from two sides. We have zero map control, zero pressure. You know, at the end of the day, here, like, if you wanted to leave the showers, you should have just played with your brimstone and try to kill the enemies on A short before they connect with the enemies in showers. We cannot just stay passive. Like, the worst thing you can do in this type of a situation is just play passively. If you're already in an open area of the map, where enemies can pinch you from two sides, like you're, I don't know, you're playing basically here. Like, this is pretty open area of the map of A site. If you're playing here without zero cover, we need to fight for something aggressively. And period. I don't know, like, as a Skye player, like, it should be easy for you to bring the fight into the enemy lines. Like, there you heard one set of footsteps in the showers. You only heard Reyna. Use the dog. Use the flash. Get that Reyna out of this fucking server before she connects with the rest of the enemy team. Simple.
You're not doing well. Keep trying.
Okay. I love the starting position. At least we're not giving the enemies any space. Is that Odin? Or Ares? I love our Brimstone, man. I love this guy so much. Like, the guy is the operator machine. Op attack, Brimstone, no problem. Op defense, no problem. I don't understand how the fuck he has operator right now. It's a 4th round. We won, like, how the fuck did he manage his economy? Is he playing glass cannon?
Destroyed.
Listen, like, when you're using abilities here, you know, from Garden as a Skye, once you use the dock, you need to jump spot this B-long angle. I mean, if I hear enemy Skye using the dog, I'll try to, if I already started long, I'll try to surprise you on some kind of a timing and try to delete you here. Like, if you use the dog for the showers, before you use a flash or any other piece of utility, always jump spot the long first, and then, you know, use the flash. Because maybe right now, there's an enemy right here. So it would be a much better idea to peek with a flash and take a easy kill. And also, this is mega dangerous as well. Like, basically for 15 seconds, I don't know, 10-15 seconds, you were only using your utility. You lost full info in B-long, full info in window. You have no fucking idea what's happening there. You don't know how many enemies are on the A site. But you cannot just pull the knife out and give your anal cavity to the enemies here. I really hope we don't die here. Like, it would be mega sad. Even this is dangerous. You know? Like, walking into the window without jump spotting enemies in long and seeing if anyone is taking space in the B-long area of the map. And also, playing this aggressively is very suicidal on B site. Like, on B site, if you're left alone, especially with Sentinel's utility still available, and especially in the numbers advantage, just fall back. You don't need to play this aggro. Because, you know, Deadlock utility is nothing. Like, enemies can just walk past it. You don't have that info at all. Now you're fucked. Job done. You know, we are 4v4, 4v3. Run at the backside. Jump spot. Window and long, like this. Bum, 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 bum. Aha, enemies are coming. Now we can use the Deadlock setup with a pop flash as well to absolutely demolish the enemy team. This is a bit of unnecessary over-aggression in a situation where you have a numbers advantage and very good utility for the bomb site defense. The thing Gecko is good for bind. He's okay. I mean, like, not the best pick ever, but if you're playing in low elo, sure, fine.
Enemy remaining.
In this round, I wouldn't play on the A side for two reasons. Reason number one, rule of fear. Reason number two, rule of three executes. Like, first of all, based on the previous rounds, enemies were subjected to rule of fear a bit. And in ranked solo queue, very, very rarely, like very rarely, you will see that enemies are going to have the confidence to execute the same site 3 rounds in a row. Because most of the players think that executing the same site in the same way 3 rounds in a row is bad. It's not bad. It's pretty unpredictable and pretty decent. But chances that enemies go A in this round, just full send it, do a 5-man push, below 20%. Like, that happens below 20% of times in ranked solo queue. Who's a better Sentinel, Deadlock or Chamber? I would use Deadlock only above Immortal 3. Basically, Immortal 3 and Radiant. Deadlock is really decent. Not bad. Just up to Immortal 3, I think you can carry with Chamber quite easily, like. What is that clove smoke? Here we need to be mega careful. Like, usually when players do this smoke, like, they might just be doing a fake and they're gonna rotate through the TP. Also, I need to ask, like, what's up with your starting positions? Like, in 2 rounds already, like, you're in the no man's land. You're not ready to start with your allies. Listen, like, if you already cannot, you don't want to read the enemies, you don't want to bother with it. Like, you just want to position, fill in the gaps, position however the fuck you want. Just be ready to fight. You know? Don't think too much in the CT. Like, if you already want to play A, go play A. It's fine, it's okay. You know, if you want to play B, it's okay, fine. Just don't lose the timing to position yourself properly and to fight with your teammates. Like, for example, if I want to play A side this round, like, hey, Raze, can you boost me up on the truck? You know? Like, and I'll try to abuse the truck with my Brimstone. Why not? Like, we can use this angle, off angle, in 4 or 5 different ways. Even as a Skye. Or I can take this angle, you know, like, enemies are pushing in, go for this pop flash, bop, 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 take a kill, drop down. Enemies are moving in. Now, with Brimstone, I can fight together with him, go for some kind of a pop flash or general flash, like, it doesn't matter. Take another fight. Go back. You cannot go up on the truck. How do you mean? You can still boost in Valorant, no? How many times did you get Radiant? They removed boosting. Didn't I see yesterday, like, off stream yesterday, I played, like, 1 match and it was possible? I need to watch yesterday VOD, like, what the fuck my teammates did. Maybe they did some different mechanic, like, I literally had 2 guys that boosted each other on a double box. I'll watch the VOD and I'll tell you, like, what the fuck did I see? I also thought that the boosting got removed, but yesterday I literally played a match where 2 guys somehow got on a double box. How many times do you get Radiant? Unfortunately, 23. 23 times I wasted my time. What do you say? Iron 1, Diamond 3, Ascendant 1, Immortal 2, Immortal 3, Radiant. Maybe there is some bug, but I'm pretty sure they removed boosting. Okay, I'll test it out. I'll test it out on the exact box where these two guys got boosted. And if you can actually get on spots like this and this. But okay, even if that is not possible, like, okay, let's say boosting is not possible anymore, like, completely, like, there's no technique to do it. In that case, still, you know, my guy should not be starting on tower.
Spike down A.
This is a very interesting round and a very interesting setup. Like, when you're defending a bomb site together with your teammates, usually 90% of time, if they are fighting for one piece of space, one area of the map, fight with them there. Don't try to isolate any solo fights. Don't try to don't allow your Raze to isolate the solo fights as well. Right now, our friend Sim, together with the Raze, should just be bringing the fight into the showers and completely ignoring what's happening in the lamps and on the bomb site while we are waiting for our teammates to rotate. And the worst thing we can do is Raze dies from showers, we die in some kind of a duel in A short, and now two of our allies are playing a 2 versus 4 retake. We still have a dog, we still have 2 flashes, we can cross this area of the map and fight for the showers. Now we're in a pretty fucked up spot. So essentially, like, what I would have done here, we have this smoke and enemies are pushing through short. There's 1 or 2 enemy showers. I will pressure these guys with a flash, pressure these guys with a flash, cross this area of the map just with a crosshair placement. You know, just swing here and fight here with my Raze. Tell my Raze to just do this with me and bring up the fight here. Like, the worst thing you can do when you're defending the bomb sites is just isolating the fights left and right and fighting for everything. Sometimes that is simply impossible, and the lower you go in elo, the higher are the chances that someone is going to make some kind of a mistake. Some dumb play, stupid shit. Same goes for the B set as well. If your teammates are fighting in long, even if you have some presence of the enemies here, but fuck the window. Immediately drop down, fight long, try to kill these enemies before the enemies from the window drop down. We finish the fight here. Now we can lock in the window, wait for our teammates to rotate, that's it. One thing that I like is that he's playing pretty decent around this smoke. He knows that 2 enemies are behind him, 1 enemy is in the lamps, and right now timing is going to be everything.
Spike planted.
This is one thing I didn't notice in your gameplay at all, but you should always have a shorty with yourself. This is the fight that you usually pick up with shorty and just jump onto this Raze and delete her. So you don't die like this.
Last player standing.
The main mistake was not playing with the Raze and not fighting for the showers. We need to bring the fight towards the enemies if you're already losing space left and right. And of course the starting position, criminal. Now listen. On bind. If you already see that enemies have dive agents that are overextending, and you can easily fuck them up in these claustrophobic areas of the map, Judge, Sheriff and Heavy Shield is a viable buy option on every single agent. Easy kills, easy rounds, easy money, easy everything. Especially because I saw that with a Sheriff and one tap weapons, you're really good. Pretty decent. Very precise. Fuck it. Bait the enemies with a sheriff, finish them off with a judge in the lambs, done. You don't need to complicate.
You want to play? Let's
Holding this angle statically is okay, only if you hold it statically for the first like 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
play.
Now, why is it, you know, like, what's the problem with this angle? Like, if enemies are, like, this angle here, well, we died. This angle here, you can only hold like this for the first, like, 2 to 3 seconds. If enemies are peeking you from the right side, they see you much faster than you see them. You know, they see your shoulder already here, and they can just pre-fire you. One thing that I've noticed that is also bad in your gameplay is your slow rotations. Like, brother, in the first 4 rounds of Bind, on any map of Valorant, Bind is a slow rotation map on a defender's side. But in the first 4 rounds, you should always rotate fast on the first contact between yours and enemy team. Because we don't know how much we can trust our teammates, and we don't know exactly how enemies are going to play. Now, after the 4th round, you just ask yourself, what is the macro playstyle of the enemies? Do they like to fake, split, push S5, etc., etc.? These enemies, right now, are just pushing together S5. No one is lurking, no one is flanking, they're just sending it. Either with 4 or 5 players. That means that after we use this dog, we should just be rotating ASAP before our chamber and deadlock meet the god. Even now, I will still be on a rotation. Even though the enemies cut the noise. I don't know. Like, that's the only playstyle enemies used on a macro level. You still have a Raze with the ultimate and Brimstone with the ultimate defending A site. I trust them more than our chamber and deadlock, to be honest.
Blinded. Hawk out. Spike planted. I've got your trail.
Adapt your rotations based on what you see in the first 4 rounds. And keep that as a main information until enemies change it. Pre-assume that enemies are going to play the rest of the match like that.
I'm out of stuff.
Listen, one tip. When enemies do this type of smokes that have like these small gaps, never fight around these gaps if you are the one standing in the smoke or closer to the smoke. Because enemies have a huge advantage over you. Just angle perception advantage, in general. Don't even try to do that. You know, right now, just on the contact between enemy team and your team, you should be dropping down through this smoke on the right side, and from the boxes, taking this fight. Like, the worst thing you can do is fighting around these little gaps. 80% of time, you will be in some kind of a disadvantage when you fight around these gaps. Drop down here on the right. Once the Raze uses the ultimate, let's go out. And to be honest, this is the time to save. Because, literally, like, 2v4 retake on the B set of Bind with 59 HP. Not gonna work. We're still 9-9. Even if we lose this round, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take it. To preserve some economy. Especially here, like after that kill, you're running out. No, there's nothing for you to find anymore except death.
Harden up, girly. My ult's ready.
Good save.
Okay. I mean, like, someone needs to defend B set, I guess. Like, you have 4 players on A. I don't know if I would be the one defending B set right now, but let's see how this is gonna go.
Here. Hawk out.
Okay, I mean, now, since enemies have the raised ultimate, you need to play off from the bomb site. You cannot fight for anything aggressively, like... It's okay. You got the info. Let's wait for the enemies to raise the raised ultimate, and that's it. Right now, going into the elbow is your best choice, to be honest. Anyways, from the elbow smoke, like, you can always go for a pop flash, peek the enemies, aggress them, try to fuck them up. Enemy smokes are your playground. Probably the worst spot that you can play right now.
Heal up, boy.
Probably the worst ultimate you can use as well. Because, once again, you're not using ultimate for anything. You're just revealing 3 enemies. You know that enemies are long. Why do we need ultimate for that? Here, I would rather see you die without using ultimate than using it. That's very unlucky. That's also interesting. But nothing of this had to be unlucky if you just played in the elbow and just, you know, from the elbow just hold the enemies. You cannot, like, it's impossible for you to kill them in any way. Like, literally impossible. Like, most of the time, when you're defending the bomb site, it is just better if you try to get some kills, stay alive, and play retake with your teammates. Especially when you have some kind of a big ultimate, such as the Skye ultimate. You just relax, you know. Hold an angle like this, try to kill one enemy. Maybe you can sneak up into the smoke, go for a pop flash to the smoke, try to get the kills, go back. Then go for the retake with the ultimate and dog and whatever, like. But forcing these type of fights and trying to fight for a space when you're in an obvious disadvantage, fuck that shit, man. Fuck it. Unless, if this was an eco round, okay, it's fine. You have a short, you have a Bucky. You can try to make something happen, but in a full bar, I mean, when you have a Vandal.
I'm gonna play George and God.
Once again, in this round, I would play A site. Why? Because of rule of 3 executes. Simple as that. Trust the rules. Like, basically, even if... there's not a single rule or a tip that's gonna work 100% of times. But once again, if something is working 60 to 80% of times, in a long run, statistically, you're gonna win more rounds. And you'll be right. More times. The fuck was that flash from the sky? And by the way, I would have already started my rotation. Like, I would have left my raise to defend B set alone. And already here, I don't know, I would be close to my brimstone, I guess. Did enemies show in a single round that they like to fake? That they like to rotate? No. They just push S5. They cut the noise, push again. Push, push, push. Nothing else. And you have a judge. What do we do now? You cannot take a teleporter. That's a fucking suicide.
Spike planted.
Sheldon, how is the Dexter series? What part are you on? Season 7, episode 10 or 9. Very good, very good. Like, I love it a lot, man. Like, probably top 5 series I watched ever. I don't know how the fuck I didn't watch Dexter, man. Like, it's so good. I heard that they fucked up the ending of it, and the New Blood is kind of bad. But I also heard that Resurrection is, like, fixing all of that. It's a bit cheesy, of course, like, you know, like, Dexter has a lot of plot armor. Primarily Deborah. Having sex with everyone, but it's good, it's enjoyable. Fun. It's fun to watch, that's important.
Last player standing.
What do we do now? Play exits again. Like, rotate faster, bro! Like, what are these rotations, man? You're playing ranked solo, you're not playing with 4 professional players. You're playing with 4 possible mental disabilities in Ascendant and Low Immortal. I don't understand. You're trusting them too much.
Can't defend the fucking side.
With 2 sentinels.
Okay, if your teammates cannot defend the fucking site, you just rotate faster. Prioritize team play at that point.
Please. No. You cannot. You have a shotgun, bro.
Yeah, you were dead. All of
You have
you, what
chosen
is that?
this, bro. You have chosen this.
As I said, you can hold this angle, maybe, for the first 2-3 seconds. But, yeah. Generally speaking, like, I don't know, holding this angle statically is a bit of a suicide. Because it's such a pre-fireable position. I literally saw, like, in my coaching sessions, some platinum and gold players are pre-firing this spot. So I don't know, you know, people are developing, players are moving forward, so this spot I would hold statically only with the outlaw operator, and that's as far as I would go.
Ah, d'accord. Speak another language to see what happened, bro. Yeah.
No escape.
Okay, one tip. If you're fighting with all of your teammates in this area of the map, someone needs to play here and watch the cross from the showers. That's it. That's as far as this tip goes. Whenever you have the whole team stacked around this area and no one is watching the showers, you just take this angle and you're ready to fight everywhere. We can try to kill enemies there. We can pop flash them a bit. Go for a peek. We are ready to fight the enemies on the A short as well with our teammates, but we need to have this information. Hello, Reese.
Headshot.
Listen, you're playing Valorant. You would be a great CS2 player, to be honest. You're playing Valorant. This race kill, very good. But why do you need to force 2 50-50 fights that are not working in your favor, where you're gambling your cross replacement a lot, when you have 2 flashes? I don't understand it. You will get punished for this shit a lot in Immortal 2 and Immortal 3. Like, enemies are gonna be destroying you. Like, especially Immortal 3 players, they're machines, bro. Like, they have zero brain, but they are just gonna, you know, swing, like, you just, aim is there, you know? So, here, if enemy, like, your Brimstone died here, you know that enemy chamber is here, you have plenty of time to pull out the flash and just delete them. You know, you can go for 1 flash, bait the first flash, then second flash, go. Usually, when you have 2 flashes and you're engaging the enemies, you want to use the first flash as a bait if they're in the open, and then the second flash as a real flash to pick them out.
Headshot.
Especially after this chamber kill. Your job is done. Let's go. What else do you need to do? And not only that, but you're statically waiting for the enemies to peek you. When the desync in this game is fucking On the same level as Counter-Strike. Almost identical.
Bro, you... Oh no, dude, look. Watch his gameplay, bro.
Teammates are losing it.
One enemy remaining.
Now, the main reason why I hate Skye and why I will never recommend a single player that I coach Skye in ranked solo queue is you won't have a chance to use your utility for your allies. How many times in this match we healed our teammates? In 21 round, fucking 0. Because they are dead. There's no one to heal. How many times we were able to use our dog for our teammates? Flash and proper utility. Almost 0. Just not fucking worth it. I literally... Fade 10 times better. At least at this skill level. Sova as well. Gecko. At least you can use all of your abilities you can use for yourself. Skye's utility is more like, you know, same as fucking KO, like. You're more pop flashing for your allies, healing them, using the dog not for yourself, but primarily for your teammates. You cannot really engage with the dog. You know? Like if you use the dog from, I don't know, A short, and you bite the enemy in the lamps, the stun doesn't last that long. But the fade, cats, dogs, I don't know. They, them, does this, like, it doesn't matter at this point. You can use them for yourself and engage the enemies, near side the enemies, really reveal the, I don't know, like there's just, I firmly believe if you played Omen for an example in this match, the game would be already over. Already over. Fade, already over.
Remaining. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Oh no, dude, look. Watch his gameplay, bro.
One enemy remaining.
Personally, I don't know how the fuck is is Clove there, but a really good flick.
Spike down A.
That's your insult? Okay. You were a victim at school and now...
Scaffers are so good on bind. Yes, they are. When you have 4 teammates that know how to use them and play around them. When it comes to mechanical skill, like, if I was you, I wouldn't even think about it. Literally, I wouldn't even think about it. Like, you're not stuck here. I mean, you're not Ascendant 2 because of your mechanics. Literally. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, you don't need to aim train at all.
Oh, you are mine.
I mean, you should do that. You should warm up, aim train, and continue. When it comes to mechanics, I'm not even gonna give you any training or anything. Like, whatever you're doing right now, as long as, you know, you don't reach your skill ceiling limits, keep doing what you're doing, you're fine. I have more problems with your discipline, ego, and gameplay rather than any mechanical problems.
Okay, bro. It's okay. That can happen.
Like, for example, this game decision here. So you're letting the enemies take all of these space in showers with a pop flash character, with a character with a fucking dog for free. Okay? Just to fight them in a... If you want to play like this, just pick Reyna. I don't know. Pick Reyna. Literally Reyna. This is how Reyna players should play. Basically. But you know, like... You need this information so you don't force some kind of an unfavorable fight. So that enemies don't pop flash you. So that enemies don't delete you here. Like, you know, you can jump spot the enemies. Take the first fight here. Okay? Now we know that enemies are coming. They will speed up. They will start using utility. And now, like, you know. First flash. Second flash. Take a kill. I don't know. There's only one enemy here. You know, he's stuck in this position. Bite him. Take a kill. Like, I don't know why with the Skye you would put yourself in a spot where you're playing a one and done angle without a chance to use your utility to get a free kill or any information. Even this is bad. Like right now, using a blind flash on timing. It's a bit of a waste.
Bottom is bad.
And also holding a flash right now is also really bad. Brother, there's 13 seconds of the round passed. Like 13 seconds. Enemies are starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 10, 11 seconds, like even if enemies are clearing the angles, 13 seconds maximum. And enemies are already on this position.
Don't play the game. Ta gueule, victime.
You could have killed that guy anyways without a flash. Like
Ta gueule.
So what you should have done here, instead of using a flash, jump spot the enemies. Aha. Reyna is there, or whoever the fuck. Send a flash towards him. He is fully wide open. That's it. Like, simple as that. One more ultimate. I see one more ultimate like this, I'm gonna unalive myself. Literally, like, I'd rather, like. But okay, he's not a Skye player, really, like. But still, what is the purpose of this ultimate? You know, at some point you just need to ask yourself, why am I using this ultimate? We are 5v4. Numbers advantage. Dog, flash, ultimate. Wait to see what enemies are gonna do. Like, at least wait for the enemies to start the execute. They start the execute. Use the ultimate, use the flash, use the dog. Bam. Like, we fuck them up. You know? Generally speaking, that's how you should use in Valorant, like, every single piece of utility. Like, you're not using utility primarily for the information most of the time. Or to stop the enemy's push, or to delay the enemy's push. You want to use the utility to create favorable fights. You know, like Raze players, for an example, make tons of mistakes with a nade. Like 90% of players that I coach on Raze, they will use the nade before the enemies even start the execute, to delay them for 2 seconds. And what then? Okay, you delay the enemy for 2 seconds, but 3 of your teammates are still fucking here. And enemies are in your anal cavity.
Found one.
Like, instead of using the ultimate here, after you got that kill, you just reposition towards the showers and towards the backside. Hold this angle or play with your teammate in short. Wait for him to swing. You swing together with him, and that's it. Then, if the enemies are pushing in, we can hold a tight angle, try to kill the enemies there. Aha, enemies are executing. Okay. Let's use the ultimate, use the flash. Now enemies are absolutely fucking fucked. We cannot pick this with 11 HP now. Enemies can spit on you. I can absolutely respect these kills, like, that you're getting. As I said, like, I love the confidence, I love the ego. Just so far we're here mainly because of the mechanics. And as I said, I'm a bit scared because I don't know what is your skill ceiling. I would really love that you can get up to Radiant just with your aim. That is the easiest way to get Radiant. Like, if you have a skill ceiling that allows you to get Radiant just by aiming, just do that, obviously. But 99.9% of players cannot do that. And that's why we have like 90% of depressed Immortal players that are mentally disabled and in Immortal for the last like 5 years.
Watch this NPC, bro.
These guys are just talking while I'm just slamming.
You understand what happened in this game, Deadlock, bro?
Oh, Deadlock. Oh, it's a French. It's a French. I said nothing, like, I'm going to Paris in October, please don't stab me, man. At the Eiffel Tower. Yesterday I was watching a video like, or 2 days ago. There's one guy, like, I don't know what's Taylor. His name is Taylor. He made a video where he like was tilting. He was like taunting the French migrants like that at the Eiffel Tower, brother. Like, what the fuck is going on in Paris, man?
Planting, Skye.
Congratulations, we made another mistake. Like, we used the teleport alone, isolating a solo fight here. We don't really know who the fuck are we gonna fight here. We might just get stuck. Just rotate through the spawn and play with your teammates ASAP.
Deadlock behind you! Oh, no.
Not even God could have helped these guys. Nice try.
Oh no, Deadlock is...
This is the only round where you cannot do anything. This is the only round where not even God would have won this round, to be honest. It's okay. Getting those 2 kills in the showers was magic. Magic.
30 seconds.
Connecting people, no kill, you know.
No. Oh, lol.
Here you need to save. I know it's a really weird spot to save. And a really bad round to save. But with Skye, you just don't have utility. I don't know. Winning this round right now, you need to be a magician. A fucking magician. Like, enemies need to, like, in this type of a round, you're relying more that enemies are gonna make mistakes rather than you're gonna make, like, there's no outplays. Like, there's just no outplays. I would still gamble that I can come back in this match and win the next 2 rounds rather than trying to win this round. If you lose this gun, next round is just GG. I mean, potential GG, of course.
One enemy remaining.
Because now you killed this guy, but what do we do now? What do we do next? Skye knows where we are. She can just wait for the drop from the window. She can be anywhere. 7 different angles. 7 different angles from the window. Here, peek. Maybe more, like, what's 7, bro? Like, this is interesting. This is why B site is the hardest site to play, to retake on out of any map.
No way.
I read him like a book. Nice read, but, you know, with 11 HP...
Nice, bro. What?
Yeah.
Mobilize my pack.
You have a bottom mentality, bro.
Actually, 2 French people... Is this 2 Frenches, like, 2 Frenchies arguing with each other?
You
Bottom
want to
mindset,
play?
I swear.
Let's play.
You're the bottom! You're the bottom, people! we push B side. Bush. Let's bush. Is that an enemy there?
Spike down A.
Ah, that's a pot. Harry Potter. Once again, my man, this is a fast rotation for you. Sorry to break it. Sorry to break it, but right now, you're steam beaconing out of the A side.
Don't defend your side.
Okay, maybe right now I will stay on A side, because, you know, Ray's actually got a kill.
But we have Skye.
Yeah.
And you have 3 people, like, basically, that Ray's kill is the only reason I would have stayed on the A side. But I would have still started the rotation, and I would have played on the side.
Take your time to flank, bro. Ah. Maybe one post.
You really don't know when enough is enough. Like, that's your main problem. Like, you always need to realize that when you make an advantage and you decide to fight more, you cannot be mad if your teammates lose the round. You simply cannot. You decided to fight. You had plenty of options to get the fuck back, to reconnect with your allies, to fight with utility. If your teammates are losing this type of rounds, you can never be mad. Never that they lose it. Even if you kill 4 enemies and your teammates lose 1 versus 4, you cannot be mad that your teammates lost that round. Basically, whenever you look at your teammates, how they're losing the round, and you're spectating them because you're dead, you cannot be mad that they lost the round. You can, be like, oh my god. You can like be, what the fuck is going on? But you cannot open the microphone, and you cannot feel bad. You can be in a disbelief what you're watching, of course. But it's your fault. Why the fuck are you dead? Why the fuck are you dead? Did you have to fight? Could have you fought a bit better? In a more efficient way? Could you play it on a better spot? Ask yourself those questions instead of asking how the fuck your teammates lost this round.
Careful here.
Listen, one small tip. When enemies are aggressing you like this, with pop flashes, pop flash yourself, pop flash the enemies. Like, you can counter these flashes by one magic counter where everyone is blind. You get blinded here. Pop the flash, blinded again. Get the fuck out. Everyone is blind. Let everyone dance. No one is gonna die. And you can reposition.
I can cancel the plant my maroon. Come on. Should I take your keyboard, bro?
I really don't know. I really don't know, like, if there is a single round in a game of Valorant where you should start, your starting position on a set of bind can be tower. Maybe if enemies have like a Fade ultimate, a Raze ultimate, Brimstone ultimate, but even then, we want to bait out these ultimates. So let's see how this goes. Like, I just don't see a reason why are you starting here. Like, basically, Ooh, you have a lot of money, actually. What the fuck? Brother, like, this is the round. Okay, you want to play ace side. Okay, you can play ace side. I gave up on reading the enemies long time ago. Like, you don't want to do it, I don't want to do it as well. Listen, so you want to play. Get a fucking judge here. Play the enemies with that bababab. Bababab. Hold this angle. Bababab. Enemy Raze is not dashing into you. Enemies are scaling there. Pop flash. Bababab. Enemy Raze is satcheling. Bababab. Why are we not doing the bababab strategy?
Put your trips,
Oh, this can be horrible. I don't want to watch it.
Here. One day.
Well, in this round, there is only one player that you should thank. No, I told you guys, like, he has been trading 100%. Only one player. And that player is Clove. There is absolutely no fucking way they push the A set like that. Okay, what do we do when we get the worst smoke in the existence of Valorant? We abuse that smoke. So if enemies give you this shit smoke here, on timing, you're trying to peek the enemies on this corner or on this corner, depending if your teammates are fighting right or left. Most of the times you want to peek from the left side. Peek the showers, peek this. If you don't want to overexpose yourself and still fight enemies on the right side, just do that. Very good. Very nice.
Out, man.
1 HP. Nice.
In this round, you should be thankful to Clove. To be honest, like in overtime, I would always try to replicate what worked during a regular part of the match on the attacker side. And that's it. I wouldn't try to complicate too much. Like, if your B pushes were better than your A executes, if 5-man plays were working, like, just do it. Whichever strategy worked in the regular part of the match, do it in the first overtime.
Please.
Done.
Bro, imagine your level.
Brother, like, I cannot believe that I need to listen to these monkeys in my ranked matches and also during the VOD reviews. Like, my brain is gonna explode. Not French monkeys, like generally European monkeys. And of any colors, like so no racist. I'm racist towards European players.
Scout destroyed.
Nice anti-flash system, I like it.
Left.
You must be so good on Reyna and Jet. You know, I told him. I told him like that the main agents he should play is Jet and Omen, in my opinion. Omen, because I think Omen is gonna develop his map awareness a bit better and situational awareness a bit better, and make him play maybe a bit slower. And Jet, because he is just made for it, to be honest. Like, he is if he masters the Jet, road to Radiant is open.
I'm molly. He has one. I'm molly.
One thing that I'm gonna one thing that I really don't understand is why on Bind, out of all of the maps, you don't have a shorty as your main primary secondary weapon. Any map, okay, I can understand, but Bind, bro, like literally 50% of fights are some kind of a close range. Imagine if bro was buying up on defense, he would be a wall, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
He has one.
By the way, that was such an unlucky timing, like, I don't know what to say there, like, literally. This is the first round where you died because of a bit of a BS timing. You ate that flash. Ate it.
I'm molly. He has one.
No, this is really unfortunate, to be honest. Like, really unfortunate. Like, enemy Skye was never playing that aggressively in the regular part of the match. Like, our execute was not that bad. It was okie dokie. To be honest, like, this is why I don't want to get into overtime. You could have won the match, like, in the regular part, to be honest. Anyways. Now, on the defender side, like, just play based on the map. You know? Like, on Bind, I would defend the B side. Just play fast rotations between B and A, and that's it. I've never seen in my life this chamber trademark on the minimap. Chat, is this some kind of a new Horcus Technologia? Horcus Technologia, bro. Did he put the trademark on top of that box, bro? I can just respect that, to be honest. Gamble on a default side because if the enemies take it, like, you know, the retakes are just gonna be harder, like, period. And once again, like, you should be with your Brimstone already in the spawn, rotating fast! Plus the Raze got all of the info in the shower. Oh no, not the dog. Not the dog from here when you don't have Ashore control. Everything but the dog from this position. Please. Ah! We lost all of the focus. Why are we here? Just to suffer. Oh, my teammates are already dying. We're 3v3 already. We're 3v3 already. Deadlock, not you. My son. My brute! Please don't die! Kill someone! No! Don't peek! She has a short TM peeking through that smoke.
No, no, no.
We're 3v3 still. There is a chance. But we need to play slow. We cannot peek immediately. Oh no, we are randomly spamming without info. Actually, it's not our son. It's us that are gonna fuck up. Why are you exposing yourself to so many angles? You need to wait for your teammates to get some infologia, bro. Wait for the race. Oh no, 9 bullets now. Instead of waiting for our teammate's contact, we wasted all of the bullets. We didn't get ready for a refrag potential. And we lost the round. What a poetic end of the match, I must say. Really, really poetic. Overall, I can see a bright future in front of you, to be honest. As long as you don't play Skye. As long as you don't play Skye. Really, like, if I was you, I would really not focus on, you know, whatever you're doing when it comes to your aim training and mechanics, grip style, sensitivity, that type of shit. Keep doing what you're doing. Your aim is not a problem right now, not at all, and probably you have a bit of a skill ceiling to push it a bit higher even. With this mechanics, you can reach Immortal 3 like this. You should not think about it. Stop feeling. More discipline. Slow down a bit. Focus on the basic stuff. And that's it. When it comes to game knowledge, I'm not gonna share with you any specific training. Like, you don't need a specific training. You just need to play this game. Start with the important guides. Move on to the playbook. Make your own data tracking document. Your own playbook. Lock onto 2 characters. When I say 2 characters, primarily Omen and Jet, and we can go with Phoenix and Raze as well. I don't recommend you Reyna and ISO because I think that would be an easy path for you. That would feed your bad habits even more. I feel that with Reyna and ISO you would be pushing even more than you're gonna push with Omen, Jet, Raze, and Phoenix. Now, the next stop after that are the private coaching videos that I'm going to share with you. Yes, I'm going to share like 2 videos that are going to explain, 3 videos actually, that are going to explain some topics that I couldn't cover right now. Why? Because it would take me 5 hours to do that. So there are some things that you can do better when it comes to angle holding, engaging enemies, and general gameplay stuff that you need to fix. You'll get the solutions for that. Other than that, as I said, like, you really don't need anything specific. In 250 hours, reaching Ascendant 2, really nice. Focus on all of the stuff that I just mentioned. I think we're gonna see you in Immortal 3, but maybe even next act. Maybe even next act when your MMR resets a bit. You know, this act, if you just get Ascendant 3 or Immortal 1, that would be really good. Really huge. Like, that should be your goal this act. And then next act getting Immortal 3. And then the act after that we can start talking about 400, 500 rank rating and maybe getting to Radiant. Maybe. So yeah. Overall, really fucking good. I don't know. It's been a long time since I coached a player that... I mean, I did a VOD review for a player that has... you know... such a high skill ceiling in my opinion. Really, really good. Really, really good. If you want to go pro in this game, and that is your dream, if you want to reach Radiant and stuff like that, you're one of the rare players that I can confidently say that has a potential to be a pro player. Now, I can say that for a lot of players, but you never know. Whatever. Get to Radiant first, and then we're gonna talk about pro play. Other than that, chat, YouTube guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. Join Discord server for coaching, playbook, stuff like that. Custom games, bro. custom motherfucking games, you know? Twitch streams, where I lose my mind every single day playing this beautiful game. And on 1000 Discord subs, Papa is finally traveling to North America for 2 months. And maybe I'm gonna extend my visa as well for 6 more months if I'm able to do that. And Europe is not gonna see me ever again. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Much love.